Coming to you live from Stuart, Florida, the greatest little town in the world, it's the award-winning, critically acclaimed Get Up and Go show on AM 1450 WSTU. You're invited to call the show anytime at 772-220-9788. And now, broadcasting live from their palatial studios, here are your hosts, Evan and Bonnie.
And a top of the morning to you and yours. It is Thursday, September 23rd, 2021.
This is unbelievable.
Yeah, I know it's unbelievable, but that's what they say.
Okay, that's enough. We're going to pull the plug on this bit.
Why, you can't pull the plug on nothing because I control things.
Why would anyone want to wake up early?
That's because they're listening to myself and Bonnie this morning on a blended show. It is 6:07, Mr. Clock, which is certified the time.
It's now 6:07 a.m.
6:07 a.m. on the Get Up and Go show with Evan and Bonnie. We're a blended show this morning. G and Ray on vacation till Monday, from what I understand. They're both having a fantastic time, consuming lots of, well, I don't want to say alcohol or non-alcohol because they're just consuming lots of relaxation, I'll say, Bonnie.
I think with Mr. G, it's probably some orange juice. And I would consider with Ray, it might be some 7-Up. Something good and solid like those two drinks.
Well, I'm consuming this, as we can see on the camera. I'm going to hold it up here because this is my new drink of choice. I have to drink this whole entire thing by the end of the day.
You're pretty passionate about that, aren't you, Evan?
I am, because I don't want to get dehydrated anymore, because dehydration is something very serious. There it is. Look, see, I just held it up right there.
You know, I heard something on the news this morning, too, just as here when I was coming in and I thought of you.
Mm-hmm.
There's another health issue of maybe where you can drink too much water now.
Really?
Like you know, it's good to drink water. It's definitely good to drink it. But in big, huge amounts during the day might not be the best thing either. But, you know, then it goes to show that everything should go in good quantity, right?
Well, that's 1 gallon, what you're seeing there, but I'm starting off with just a half a gallon because I want to get my body used to that. And I'm not a big water drinker, so therefore I put some Crystal Light in it, which is only 5 calories. So 5 calories is nothing compared to the 1,100 calories that I have to eat on a daily basis. Now, you say 1,100 calories, that's nothing, but I'm eating 5 times a day and I'm not hungry, believe it or not. I'm like, I'll have my breakfast at about 7 or 8 o'clock this morning. Then I'll have a snack at 10.
What do you have for breakfast this morning?
This morning I have a cinnamon bun. And then for my snack, I have a lemon tart cake.
So the cinnamon bun, does that fill you until you eat your lemon tart cake a little bit later on?
It actually does, because what I do is I take my time when I'm eating my cinnamon bun. See, I could devour that in 2 bites. And mentally, now it's like I want more. But if I devour it in like 15 small bites, I have mentally trained myself to think that, okay, I'm full. By the way, you look like a doctor this morning.
Like a doctor, really?
Yeah. With that top.
I'm in my new polka dot shirt.
Is that new?
Latest,
yeah, come to think of it, I haven't seen that one out of your wardrobe.
The latest of my polka dot attire.
Wow.
And I do tend to buy things with polka dots on. I don't know why.
When did you get that?
This one's kind of like a light, subtle pink with black polka dots. I
Pink?
got this. Yeah. Doesn't it look pink to you?
No, it's gray.
Unless I'm colorblind, but I'm seeing it as a subtle pink.
Maybe I need to put my glasses on or I'm missing something.
You know, it makes me wonder who is colorblind here, because actually maybe I'm the one, because we have shirts that we wear for massage. And to me, they've always looked purple. And the people at work too say, no, they're gray. So I might be getting my grays mixed up with a pink or a purple.
The polka dots on that it's like a very deep blue, a very deep blue polka dot.
Now, see, I'm seeing the polka dot as being black.
Okay, from a distance. Wait a minute.
Oh, this is kind of like
yeah, it is black. It is black.
Me out.
No,
okay.
It's black. It is black. You're right.
So those
you're 100%
truly are.
black. Yeah, that's black. From a distance, it looks like a very deep blue. But as I got close to it, looked on your sleeve, it's black. Now the other tone is like I want to say, I don't know if it's a gray. I don't know. It's hard to tell, but it's kind of like a from the gray family. But what color are you seeing?
To me, it's either like a darker beige to a subtle pink. And as it's hanging up in my closet too, I'm seeing it as a
Okay,
really
beige.
like-
I'll give you. I'll give you a darker beige.
Yeah.
Yeah, a darker beige. But there is definitely no pink in that
You don't
thing.
see pink in
No,
this.
there is no. There.
I
I'm
mean,
sorry. There's no pink in
I'm
that.
not saying the brightest pink. You know, remember a long time ago, I wore that awful dark pink shirt, and it even looked bad on our Facebook feed.
I remember the pink shirt. Yes,
It was too pink.
I was
just
wondering where
like-
the battery packs were for that thing.
But this is, to me, it's a pink also, but it's very soft. It's a soft, delicate pink to me.
Okay.
Anyway, we were talking our finances yesterday, and I did receive my Burlington card in the mail yesterday.
Finally,
Victory! It arrived.
Finally.
But get this. Okay, so like on the card before I call in to verify it to make it so.
Yeah.
You know, there was like a little label sticker on
It says call this
there.
number to activate your card.
Yeah.
I want to make sure that you
And
got
it
it.
also says ask about our $20 gift card that we're giving right
Okay.
on that sticker.
Okay.
So I called the girl, and I didn't even have to inquire about the $20 gift card. She inquired, but there were terms. Listen to these terms.
Oh, the terms are this. I can see it. Go ahead. It's time for Bonnie's rant this morning.
Okay. So,
Go ahead. Rant away.
So, like, the terms would come to if I had a charge or if I had a balance of $100 during that monthly statement on the card without it paying in full, I would be paying an extra $1.99. Doesn't that sound great when they say, but we'll give you a $20 gift card if you agree to do that? I'm like, why? That's senseless.
Yep. I got something in the mail the other day, actually from Under Armour, because I buy a lot of my shoes from Under Armour. And the email said, you've earned a $20 gift card. So I opened it up and I read the terms and conditions, and it's like, yeah, you've earned a $20 gift card if you spend $100 or more.
Oh, you got one of those too?
Yeah.
You received one of those too?
Oh yeah.
Then?
Got to spend $100 or more, and then you can use a $20 gift card. So if I want to buy like a $30 backpack or a $50 pair of shoes, can't use my $20 gift card. It's got to be $100 or more. What kind of crap is that?
It's senseless. I mean, does anything make any sense anymore?
No.
Well, you know, it already didn't make sense, I guess, for me. I like this store, and that's why I got their card.
Right.
But it really doesn't make sense to me paying on a card, even if it does have their store name on it at 26.99%.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
When I could be paying on my other credit card, which has a lower interest rate.
Wait a minute. Burlington is charging you 26.99% on that credit card?
That's what it stated on the paper.
Holy but Jesus.
But, you know, but to me now.
That's 1/4 of your purchase in interest. So if you buy $100 worth of stuff, you're paying $25 in interest.
On mine in Burlington's behalf, though, Evan, this card is very special to me because now every time I go in that store, you know, I'm just picking up everything and putting everything into the cart.
Right.
For all of my
I understand
wonderful
that.
relatives and for myself.
But you do realize that anything that you buy, if you use that card and you don't pay it off before, you're going to have 26.99.
But the only thing is I do that. I do pay that off before the due date.
Okay, then you're smart.
I was
okay,
really good about.
That's a smart thing. That's a smart thing to do, because if you don't, then in the long run, you're going to be wind up paying a whole heck of a lot of money for just a T-shirt that costs you $10.
It would be shameful.
That's an understatement.
But it's kind of like a little gift to myself, you know, as I pay my other card down, which I have in the past, like immensely. You know what's scary about that? I think I paid like, you know, within just the past 2 years, I must have paid $4,600 to $5,000 of credit card debt off.
Wow, good for you.
And it's doing well, not to brag or anything, but it almost kind of like scares me where somebody should pull the reins in on me then, because once you start to pay things off, you feel good about it. But then you know what?
You want to charge more.
You feel like you can spend some more.
Of course.
And why
it's
not?
the way it works. It's a mental thing.
I paid this off. I'm paying my dues. I deserve it. So I'm a little bit scared at this point.
Okay. Last night I was in Jupiter rather late. I had an event that I did. I'm not going to say the name of the event because I'm going to rant here for a minute. I'm not going to say the name of the organization it was for, but let's just say it was like a can of sardines where I was. There were people packed in. It was an event to raise money, and people hired me for my photo booth. Would you believe that I was the only one wearing a mask?
Really?
The only one wearing a mask.
Oh man, and you were like tight jammed into a tight kind of space with a lot of people?
Well, it was a club. It was a golf club, I'll say. Okay, I was at my stomach just
Were
rattled.
you outside?
No, I was inside. I was indoors. It was a golf club. Everybody was all dressed up, and it was a fundraiser, and people hired me for my photo booth. So I wore a mask from the moment I walked in that front door to start setting up around 3 p.m. until I left at 9 o'clock. I looked around and I observed, and just like you would think COVID didn't even exist. I'm sorry, but that bothered me. That really bothered me because with the variant running ragged and things like that, people are just like, they don't care.
They're off their guard, huh?
Yeah, they're way off their guard.
Wow.
And I was on my guard.
Yeah. You see, I haven't been to those.
Oh, man.
I haven't been to those kind of big events like in a really long time. The two of us, we've kind of been cooped up in our own home, and we go out to eat once in a while, but we haven't been to those big thoroughfares like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It really got my goat that people were not being I'm not mad at the golf club that they didn't make wearing masks, or the people that were putting on the fundraiser didn't make it mandatory but I'm kind of angry and upset the fact that people just it's like they didn't care. It's like they and people were coming close up to me, and I kept my mask on. I didn't want to have nothing to do with getting sick, even though I've got the shot and I've got the antibodies in my system. You know what? I'm not one of those inferior type people that's like, well, I've got the shot and I can't get it or nothing like that. And I just was being careful.
Wow.
And that's just the end of that's
maybe people are just wearing the mask less because they got less fearful from being vaccinated or something.
Guess. I don't know, but you still got to have your guard up though when you go into public places. I mean, I'm not telling you to wear a mask, but man, when you have that many people together in one room, that close apart, I mean, like you and I times 300, that's a lot of people.
That's a massive amount. Yeah, that's a big amount.
That's an awful lot.
I had no idea there were so many there, Evan.
That was a lot of people.
I can see why you'd be a little bit concerned.
Yeah, I mean, it was a good cause. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
It was a good cause. It raised a lot of money for a good cause, but people just weren't cautious. That's all. You just got to be careful.
Yeah. Oh, I got to go back to Publix today.
Do you? Okay. What are you getting?
Well, yesterday I went and I got some good items, but I looked at the little flyer that comes in the paper, and I went into Publix a little bit too early. The sales usually don't start till Thursday with the buy one get ones.
And you went in on Wednesday.
We were talking about Mrs. T's pierogies last week, and you were wondering.
The pierogies. Yeah, because I heard somebody talking about pierogies.
The Mrs. T's pierogies are buy one get one today, and also you can get some empanadas.
Empanadas are great.
I'm not sure what brand they are, but they're and also the home run pizza, which is excellent.
Okay.
They're at buy one get one there.
Okay. If you're in Publix and you go down the beverage aisle, would you look at the Diet Snapple 6-packs?
I think I saw that yesterday.
Let me know if when you go today, if sometimes they're buy one,
I think
or
they
buy two get one, or buy two get two.
I think they were buy two get one yesterday, and they were like right out front with those BOGOs. I did see the Diet Snapple too, and I thought of you.
Okay, all right, very good.
They were right out there.
Well, let me know when you go if you're going today, and then shoot me a text, and I'll run up to my local Publix and I'll go grab a bunch.
Well, okay.
Thank you. 6:21 on the Get Up and Go show with Evan and Bonnie. It's a blended show this morning. G and Ray on vacation till Monday. So you've got us to entertain you for 3 hours this morning. Let's go to the news desk where Bonnie's standing by with the morning headlines. Good morning, Bonnie.
Good morning, Evan. The Florida Department of Health is issuing an emergency rule that allows parents to decide if their children should quarantine after being exposed to COVID-19.
Quarantining healthy students is incredibly damaging for their educational advancement. It's also incredibly disruptive for families all throughout the state of Florida. We are going to be following a symptoms-based approach.
Governor Ron DeSantis in Kissimmee, the rule also allows parents and legal guardians sole discretion to opt out students from mask requirements. Florida is seeing a steady decline in the number of daily cases of COVID-19. The Florida Hospital Association says cases dropped from more than 11,000 on the 16th of this month to less than 7,000 on the 20th. The search for the fiancé of Gabby Petito continues in the Carlton Reserve in Sarasota County today. Brian Laundrie has been missing for a little more than a week now, as Petito's body was identified as the remains found in Wyoming over the weekend. A Republican state lawmaker from Volusia County is filing a bill that would ban abortions after a fetus develops a heartbeat. Representative Webster Barnaby's bill is inspired by a recent Texas law the U.S. Supreme Court declined to rule on, allowing it to take effect in the Lone Star State. Keith Applebaum is on DUI patrol. When I was going through the police academy, I knew this was what I wanted to do, Applebaum said. He will pull over drivers that speed or struggle to stay in their lanes. With every stop, Applebaum also has one question. Have you had anything to drink tonight? Applebaum asked 9 times during his shift. On this night, Applebaum joined fellow officers who stopped a driver weaving in and out of traffic. What's going on, my man? Applebaum asked the driver. Nothing, replied the driver. Nothing? You had a couple of beers? Applebaum asked. A couple, the driver said. Applebaum suspected he had more. Because I can smell it coming out of your car and you're slurring your words, Applebaum told the driver. The driver took and failed a sobriety test after police discovered he could not quite walk a straight line. As of right now, you are under arrest for driving under the influence of an alcoholic beverage, Applebaum told the driver, who was handcuffed and taken to police headquarters for a test to determine if he was over the legal limit for alcohol consumption. The driver became the latest person charged with driving under the influence in the Treasure Coast since the outset of the pandemic. When the pandemic began last year, DUI arrests increased by 36%. From 2019 in the Treasure Coast counties of St. Lucie, Martin, and Indian River. So why did the numbers rise during the pandemic? Boredom, fear, free money. We were getting stimulus checks, said John Nelson, a Stewart resident and local anti-DUI advocate. Lastly, check this out. Something to do tonight. It's a concert. And it's taking place at the I Think Financial Amphitheater in West Palm Beach. Look for Maroon 5 to play with Black Bear tonight, 7 p.m. for the concert. The lawn tickets start at $23. But by the way, some of the artists coming to I Think Financial Amphitheater are starting to require health checks before fans can enter the venue. And that's starting with tonight's show of Maroon 5. It begins at 7. The Tampa Bay Rays will return to the postseason.
The Rays are heading to the playoffs for the 3rd consecutive season.
Swinging a grounder towards short. Walls has it. Throws across. Rays win! Rays win! Rays win! And they have earned the right to defend their American League championship.
That's how it sounded on Rays Radio. Tampa Bay now has their sights set on the American League East Championship. They hope to clinch it at home this weekend when they host the Marlins for a 3-game series, which begins on Friday night. I'm Jason Barringer.
And our news time at 6:26. We'll have weather and traffic together coming up.
6:26 right now on the Get Up and Go show. It's a blended show this morning. G and Ray on vacation. It's time for traffic and weather together, brought to you by Seacoast Air Conditioning. Don't roast. Call Seacoast, Bonnie.
We have a nice ride on our way to work, too, this morning. Our major highways well up to speed at the moment. We don't find tie-ups or accidents. Throughout the morning, if you see something, say something. Call us. We're at 220-9788, 220-WSTU. We have 74 right now in Stewart, and in Saskatoon, Saskatchewan, Canada, a cool 54. Here's our weather from WPTV.
Your WPTV First Alert forecast calls for temperatures this morning in the low to mid 70s under mostly clear skies and mainly dry conditions for the morning commute. This afternoon, highs in the upper 80s, heat index values reaching the upper 90s to triple digits. We'll see partly sunny skies throughout the day with a 60% chance for scattered showers and storms continuing through sunset. Tonight, temperatures down to the low to mid 70s, clear skies into the night. Tomorrow, highs in the upper 80s with a 50% chance for late day showers and storms.
I'm WPTV First Alert meteorologist Katya Hall on WSTU AM 1450, Martin County's Heritage Station.
You're listening to the Get Up and Go show with Evan and Bonnie on Martin County's Heritage Station, AM 1450 WSTU. Now let's get back to the program with Evan and Bonnie.
Time for the cat psychiatrist.
Mr. Fluffles, lie down on the couch and tell me all about your stress. I see. And they are home all day long? Yes, people can be a real pain. No, killing them is not an option. That will be $200. I know where you live. Now get out.
The cat psychiatrist.
Yeah, everybody needs a cat psychiatrist.
I wish one could come over to our house.
Really?
Yeah.
Make your cats lie down on the couch?
Maybe make them scratch in the right place, like the scratching post that I bought for them.
Are you still going through problems like that?
A little bit, a little bit with Hansi on my carpet.
I was gonna. Are they still going to the bathroom on the carpet?
They're.
Or is that problem solved?
Jack Frosty is just being kind of a bad kitty lately with
really,
that. And I don't understand why, and I still don't know what to do with his litter. I've been trying to put little plastic bags in it because they like the crinkly sound of those little plastic shopping bags.
Right.
And that does seem to work once in a while. Where he steps on that, it's a little softer, and then he hears it crinkle.
Okay.
The cat lovers know.
All right. I'm not a cat guy. So I wouldn't know that stuff. But I mean, hey, listen, if Bonnie knows best about the cats. So if you have questions about cats, call Bonnie.
Oh, yeah.
You can call her here at the station,
And if they're-
220-9788.
And if they are going in, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off with that phone number. And if they are going in a certain area, what they really hate is aluminum foil.
Really?
They hate tin foil.
Cats don't like aluminum foil.
Right. So
Okay.
put that in an area where you definitely do not want them to go.
Okay. Very good. If you have a question for Bonnie pertaining to your cat, phones are open right now. Give us a call. 220-9788. 220-WSTU. The cat doctor is in. Let's do viral videos. All right, so man, this one's a good one. Can't play the actual video so we can watch it in here, but I'll play the audio. It's a contractor out in Colorado who took a sledgehammer to a customer's bathroom that he recently remodeled. The homeowner wasn't there, but a neighbor came over to film it. The contractor told her it's because the bill wasn't paid.
So he slashed his own beautiful remodeling.
Yeah.
His own work.
Yeah. The homeowner stated in an interview with the news media that she paid $3,300 of the $7,500 bill and is taking the contractor to court.
She already paid $3,500 of this?
She paid $3,300 of the $7,500 bill.
That's a good amount of money down.
But
That's
the
a good
thing is,
chunk of change.
the contractor finished the work and he didn't get paid.
Oh, for like how long?
Well, he hasn't been paid. It was weeks. He hadn't been paid. And he was owed like $4,200.
So where's the rest of my money?
Where's the
ma'am?
rest of my money? So he went over and he destroyed the bathroom.
Wow.
And the lady was saying, why are you destroying it? He goes, well, it's my property. She hasn't paid me for it yet.
Did he destroy the bathroom with a big sledgehammer?
Oh, yeah. Listen.
I get it.
No, you don't.
I do understand.
We put weeks into this, thousands of dollars into this.
I do understand. Sir, please stop. Please stop.
Is somebody gonna pay me?
Sir, I'm just asking you to stop. It's not your house to destroy. This is
It is my property. I have receipts for everything. Let me tell you something. No contractor in the state of Colorado will fix that when they found out I took it back because you refused to pay me. No one.
Oh. To say the least.
Oh, I guess so. It sounds scary. It sounds like that'd be somebody scary to have in my home.
He
though.
sounded possessed in that audio clip.
Yeah, and she's got to pay him, right? But
Well,
then
she should.
But then you don't know the whole story. Like we don't know the amount of time it took between that first payment of like $3,700 and to pay anything else. Like I'm wondering what kind of time was involved. If it's weeks or months, maybe I can see why that contractor is getting a little frustrated.
Well,
but
here's the thing. If you go and you do work for somebody, you expect to get paid. Just like you work here at the radio station, you are getting compensated for your time and your work. You wouldn't come in here and destroy anything because this is not your intellectual property. But let's just say if you're hypothetically you're a painter and you go and paint John Doe's house, okay, and John Doe you're charging John Doe $1,000 and John Doe gives you $500 as a deposit, and the balance is going to get paid upon completion. So you complete the job and you leave. You haven't gotten paid. A week goes by and John Doe says, all right, I'll send you a check in the mail or I'll pay you in a couple of days. Come back. A week or so goes by and you're still not paid. I'm sure you'd be a little ticked off.
but
yeah,
I don't know if I would go start destroying stuff that I already worked on. I mean, a method to the madness might take her to small claims court or something.
Yeah, but here's the theory, a little secret about small claims court. You take somebody to small claims court, the judge rules in your favor, you get a judgment. Now, collecting that money is a whole nother ball game.
I'm sure it is sometime too.
It's a whole nother ball game.
Like you can't squeeze that blood out of a turnip, right?
Exactly. Because now you have to go put a lien on their property, and that's going to cost you more money. So going to small claims court, it just doesn't pay.
Maybe,
in my opinion.
Maybe in the future that contractor will just have everybody pay up full.
That's what I do with my entertainment company.
Take care of it.
You give me a deposit for my services, and my contract clearly states you pay me 2 weeks before the contracted event.
Usually business practices do allow that 2 payment policy though too, doesn't it?
They do.
Yeah.
Some do. You know, me with my company, I get my balance 2 weeks before because I don't want to be chasing that drunk bride or that drunk groom at the end of the night to get the balance paid. And then them say, well, I'll write you a check. I'm like, no, I can't take a check because, 50-50 chance that check's going to bounce.
Yeah, maybe they went on their honeymoon and you'll never find them.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, here's another viral video. This happened during a severe storm in Pennsylvania back at the beginning of September this month. The video is making the rounds, and it's dashboard cam of a tractor trailer stopped on the road waiting for things to calm down. But they got much worse because tornado force winds hit nearby power lines, causing all sorts of explosions.
Wow.
And then the truck cab starts shaking.
Oh, that sounds bad.
And it turned on its side.
Ooh.
Listen.
The tornado watch remains in effect until 10 p.m. for southeastern Pennsylvania. Repeating, the tornado warning has been allowed to expire for the following counties in Pennsylvania, Delaware, Montgomery, and Philadelphia.
Watch.
The flood warning remains in effect. The flood warning continues for the
That's one of those automated systems, on the radio, Bonnie.
from late tonight until further notice.
Now
At
it's going to
3:15
start.
p.m. Wednesday, the stage was 6.4 feet.
It's going to start picking up.
Is 9.0 feet. Moderate flooding is forecast.
Starting to get worse.
The river is expected to rise above flood.
See this tree on the right, right here, starting to
tomorrow morning.
reverberate.
It will then fall below flood stage Friday afternoon. Impact at 9.0 feet. Several driveways and other minor roadways are affected.
So here we go. Now there was like explosions. Now look, you see the truck is starting to shake on this thing. Okay, and you see all the crap flying around. Here we go. Watch, you're gonna hear a big bang in a minute. Bam! That's an 18-wheeler that got tossed on its side.
I can believe it. Did you see some of the footage of what that storm did to places in Philadelphia and up in Brooklyn too, and a lot of those northeastern areas?
Yeah.
Some of it was really, really bad. There was even like some flooding that were in like low-lying apartments, people that were on like the first or the bottom floor.
Whoops, sorry about that. I didn't realize that other video was starting there. Okay, let me hit that. Okay, so lastly, I have one more viral video. This one's pretty funny. There's a plastic surgeon up in Michigan, and his name's Anthony Youn, Y-O-U-N. And he posts all kinds of stuff on TikTok. Yesterday, he shared 3 crazy things you did not know about plastic surgery. All right? 3 things you did not know about plastic surgery. Listen.
Here are 3 crazy things you didn't know about plastic surgery. If you smoke and have a breast reduction, your nipples can turn black and fall off. You'll have
true?
no nipples.
Yes.
If you've had a nose job, there's a good chance that your surgeon stuffed cocaine up your nose. So you've done coke. Sometimes plastic surgeons insert pig skin from pigs, into breasts to help reduce complications from breast implants. This is what it looks like. Pig skin.
There you go.
So if you got a nose,
this is true.
He's saying if you got a nose job, nose surgery, they would stick cocaine in your nose during process, and to eliminate for some sort of medical purpose, you would.
Let me find that clip. Let me play it again, and let's listen what he said.
Crazy things you didn't know about plastic surgery.
All right, here's
if
number
you
1.
smoke and have a breast reduction, your nipples can turn black and fall off. You'll have no nipples. If you've had a nose job, there's a good chance that your surgeon stuffed cocaine up your nose. So you've done coke. Sometimes.
There you go. Yeah, there you go. And that's from a plastic surgeon.
What's he saying is true? Like if you're.
I'm curious about the whole breast reduction or breast increase surgery. That if you smoke, there's a good chance that your nipples will turn black and they'll fall off.
They turn black and they fall
off.
Huh.
I'm real curious about that. That's I'll have to get a hold of a friend of mine that's a plastic surgeon.
Yeah,
and
please do.
Actually, you know what? I'll ask my oldest daughter. She used to work for a plastic surgeon, and I will ask her. In fact, I'm going to text her when you're doing the news, and I'll ask her that question. if that is true, or is it a myth? If that is
Yeah.
true,
Yeah.
because
I don't know.
if it is true, that's crazy.
I just remember
That's a crazy stat.
Remember Melissa Gilbert from Little House on the Prairie?
Yeah.
Well, I read about her in a story one time where she was talking about where she got the breast plants because, being out there in Hollywood, and then you get these body image, more poor image of your body image.
Mhm.
How women get so concerned about it. So out there, she got some implants, and then kind of sorry about it because, yeah, you get the implants right away. You said too that you got to kind of like update them like every 10 years,
Mhm.
or like it's like you get those implants and it's not like they're going to be in there forever. Yeah, I think you got to update or replace.
I'm not sure.
too.
My oldest daughter, my stepdaughter, I call her my bonus daughter. She's had hers for like 20, oh God, at least 20, 25 years.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So maybe people are different. Maybe
Yeah.
maybe you
And
can
she's
get
never-
different ones.
She's never had any issues with them at all.
The issues, yeah.
Yeah, none at all
that's good.
whatsoever.
Maybe back when Melissa got them, who knows? Maybe it was in earlier time, and maybe they weren't as good.
Yeah.
I'm not too sure about it because I'm not up on the breast implants.
Hey, did you know that 29% of us say socializing leads to stress during the holiday season? Socializing leads to stress.
Do you get stressed out about socializing? No.
Well, I don't know about
You gotta-
after last night. Last night was a whole nother animal last night.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah, you were stressed out with.
Yeah, I was just like, I honestly, my head was on a major swivel last night. Just, I was watching and making sure people weren't coming close to me. And
I get stressed out if I have to go like
everything.
to a holiday party with work, and
Yeah.
I'll stress out for weeks of wondering what to wear.
yeah,
I do, like, even if we go to a meeting
Mhm.
where we work, I stress out like what I should wear. I mean, I shouldn't, but it's just a thing I do. That's why I have numerous clothes in my closet.
Bonnie, did you know that the average person would pay over $300 for one normal day pre-COVID? One normal day, pre-COVID. The average person would give $300 just to have one normal day.
Yeah.
Before COVID started.
Hmm.
Did you also know that a survey found that 15% of breakups can be directly traced to the mother-in-law or the boyfriend's mom? Wow.
15%.
Wow. 15%.
You would think it might even be more.
Oh my gosh. Note to self, or note to anybody listening: get along with your in-laws,
Or at least try.
Yeah, please try.
But sometimes, human nature, sometimes it is hard to do.
Yeah.
So
Did you know the top 6 foods that make your flatulence are beans, corn, bell peppers,
because beans are the magical fruit.
cauliflower,
I did not know that cauliflower was too so magical.
cabbage,
Ah,
and milk?
I knew cabbage was.
Those
I've been
are
around people eating cabbage before.
well.
and
Guess what? They're making noise.
the house starts on fire.
Yep. That's some serious noise. But those 6 foods will cause you to make flatulence sounds.
Yeah.
Beans, corn, bell peppers, cauliflower, cabbage, and milk.
What? No broccoli?
Milk.
No
No
broccoli with the
broccoli. No.
cauliflower?
Nope.
I'm surprised.
Nope,
And
not at
milk,
all.
too.
And milk, yes, milk will cause you to have gas.
Oh, but
Amazing.
it also relieves some heartburn once in a while too.
You know,
so
it's
a good
funny
thing.
you say that, but that is 100% true.
Yeah.
That is 100% true. And I wonder if milk is in like Tums and Rolaids as part of the ingredient.
Oh, you know what? I never read the ingredients in that,
Mhm.
Evan.
Mhm.
But I wonder if that could be so.
Did you know the number one chore that people hate the most is cleaning the kitchen oven?
Oh, I just
Cleaning
did
the
that.
kitchen oven.
I just did it too last week.
Yeah.
And
Number one chore.
After you clean it, you are more concerned with what falls back into it. Let me
Mhm.
tell you, because it is
It's a chore.
It's a dirty job.
Yeah.
It's a dirty one.
Somebody's got to do it though.
Yeah.
Somebody has
Unless
to
you
do
have
it.
that self-cleaning oven like
Yes.
you have.
Yes. All I do is turn that bad boy on. It gets up to like 700 degrees.
Wow.
Let it sit. I don't spray
Everything
nothing
falls
in it.
off and
Everything literally, what it does, it's kind of like, I hate to say it and be morbid, but it's like when they cremate a body. It takes everything. Well, it takes everything and turns it into ash.
I don't want to hear that.
Well, it's true though. That's the whole process.
That is morbid.
The oven heats up so much. The oven heats up so much that it takes everything that's stuck in the oven on the walls.
Why did you watch it when it was happening?
No, but that's what it does, because
Man.
when you're done, when it's all said and done and you open the door, all you have is a bunch of ash in the bottom of your oven. So when you're, if you go 6 months without cleaning your oven and you're cooking and stuff splatters all over the place and it's hardened on and caked on and you can't get it off, and then you finish, you clean your oven, then everything literally just goes to ash.
Brush it out with a little oven brush.
I just get the little portable vacuum that I have with the hose and the tube, and I just suck up all the ash, and it's in the vacuum, and I dump it out in the garbage, and away I go, and I've got a clean oven.
Is it a battery? A battery little thing that you suck that up with?
The battery-powered vacuum? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a Shark.
Oh, okay.
It's a Shark.
Because I was going to say, if you plug it in and put that thing in the oven, you could get zapped.
No, it's battery. It's battery operated. It's got all
good.
these different tools. I use it on my car specifically when I clean out my car, so I don't have to run electric cords or anything like that. But yeah, it all turns the stuff to ash. So it's pretty cool. It's. I thought, self-cleaning oven. Or I thought you gotta, you spray some stuff in here and you do this and you do that. But man, you just put that bad boy on and it heats up to 600-700 degrees and.
Or you can use the Easy Off oven cleaner, or like I did, the Homeline brand was pretty good last week.
I'm too lazy. I just push a button and let it do its own thing. That's the way I do it. 6:48 on the Get Up and Go show. It's a blended show this morning. G and Ray on vacation till next Monday. Let's go to the news desk where Bonnie's standing by with the morning headlines. It's all brought to you by St. Lucie Jewelry and Coin. For the best deals in town on precious metals, it's always St. Lucie Jewelry and Coin. Here's Bonnie with the morning headlines. Good morning, Bonnie.
Good morning to you, Evan. Authorities in Sarasota County plan to search for the late Gabby Petito's missing fiance again today. Brian Laundrie returned home without Petito and later took off for a nature preserve but never came back. A Florida lawmaker is introducing legislation to ban abortions once a heartbeat is detected.
Republican State Representative Webster Barnaby of Volusia County filed House Bill 167. It would prohibit abortion if a fetal heartbeat is detected or if the doctor fails to conduct a test to detect a heartbeat. The measure is similar to a controversial Texas law that allows a private citizen to sue those who help someone obtain an abortion in violation of the ban. I'm Rick Hoschel.
Florida students who are exposed to COVID-19 won't have to quarantine from school if they're not showing symptoms of the virus, according to a new emergency rule issued by the state's Surgeon General on Wednesday. The directive from Dr. Joseph Ladapo, whose appointment was announced by Governor Ron DeSantis on Tuesday, will likely prevent thousands of students statewide from having to stay home from school after being exposed to the coronavirus. Under the emergency rule, if a student is exposed to a positive case of COVID-19 but is asymptomatic, their parent or guardian can decide how their child receives education. Students will be allowed to attend school-sponsored activities, or be on school property without restrictions, so long as the student remains asymptomatic. If a parent or guardian desires, the student may quarantine at home for no more than 7 days from the date of last direct contact with the infected person. State water managers Tuesday finalized their budget, tax rate, and how your taxpayer dollars will be spent on water and flood control projects in the coming year. The South Florida Water Management District will spend over $1.15 billion in 2021-22, most of it to improve water quality, including reducing harmful Lake Okeechobee releases to the St. Lucie River and send more water south to the thirsty Everglades. The board approved the budget for the fiscal year beginning October. Property tax rate of $25.72 for every $100,000 of taxable value. That's a lower property tax rate than last year by just over $1, when that rate was $26.75 for every $100,000 of taxable value, according to SFWMD records. The budget is $75 million less than last year. Though tax revenue and state appropriations are increasing, the district plans to increase its reserve spending, leading to the spokesperson Sean Cooley. Restaurant chain First Watch announced the launch of its initial public offering, the next step in being listed on the NASDAQ Global Select Market. First Watch, based in Bradenton, said Wednesday that it will offer 9,459,000 shares of its common stock for an estimated $17 to $20 per share. And lastly, some inspiring news from 4 young men in Seminole County, Florida. They helped an elderly woman at a crosswalk. You see, she was in an electric scooter, but had broken down and it was raining out. So they helped push her home. It was only about 3 blocks away, but the chair's wheels were locking up. The sidewalks were slick and it was uphill. The 4 guys say they were just looking out for a neighbor. Well, Tom Brady is saying that the NFL is a little softer than it used to be. Brady addressed the evolution of the quarterback position during an appearance on the Let's Go podcast Wednesday, noting the league's embrace of mobile quarterbacks in recent years. He attributes that uptake to part of rule changes. Quote, I think they're now calling more penalties on defensive players for hitting, for violent contact, Brady said. There's a lot of players and hits that are happening on quarterbacks now that are flags for defensive players that probably weren't that way 10 or 15 years. The NFL tonight on tap, the Texans will take on Carolina. Our news time is 6:53, and we'll have weather and traffic together.
$6:54 right now on the Get Up and Go show with Evan and Bonnie. It's time for traffic and weather together, brought to you by Martin Funeral Home, Port St. Lucie and Stewart. Bonnie?
We're not finding any accidents to report on this early Thursday morning. Martin County is looking good right here, and in St. Lucie County, the road's looking nice and clear, major highways included. Everything is up to speed right now. And there's your latest look at traffic. Port St. Lucie is at 73, and in Morgan City, Louisiana, it's a clear sky and 64. Here's our weather at WPTV.
Your WPTV First Alert forecast calls for temperatures this morning in the low to mid 70s under mostly clear skies and mainly dry conditions for the morning commute. This afternoon, highs in the upper 80s, heat index values reaching the upper 90s to triple digits. We'll see partly sunny skies throughout the day with a 60% chance for scattered showers and storms continuing through sunset. Tonight, temperatures down to the low to mid 70s, clear skies into the night. Tomorrow, highs in the upper 80s with a 50% chance for late day showers and storms.
I'm WPTV First Alert meteorologist Katya Hall on WSTU AM 1450, Martin County's Heritage Station.
Coming to you live from Stuart, Florida, the greatest little town in the world, it's the award-winning, critically acclaimed Get Up and Go show on AM 1450 WSTU. You're invited to call the show anytime at 772-220-9788. And now, broadcasting live from their palatial studios, here are your hosts, Evan and Bonnie.
And a top of the morning to you and yours on this Thursday, September 23rd, 2021.
And now, the moment you've been waiting for.
That's right. It's the moment that you have been waiting for.
I don't understand morning people.
Okay, well, you should, because we're morning people.
What a glorious day.
It's a glorious day to be alive here. It's a blended show. 7:07 is the time. Mr. Clock, could you please step up to the microphone and certify the time?
It's now 7:07 a.m.
Thank you very much, Mr. Clock. I appreciate the certification. Bonnie, it's always good to get our time certified, because if we're not certified, that means we're not the real deal.
And we like to be very timely. So,
yes, we have to be very, very timely on the morning show. Good morning, folks. Welcome in. We are a blended show this morning. Ray and G are on vacation. If you're wondering what the heck is going on.
Boy, does he have a lot of chutzpah.
Yeah, we got a lot of chutzpah this morning, without a doubt, and we are ready to go for you. It's time to do some birthdays and anniversaries. If you're born on this date, September the 23rd, we say happy birthday to you and yours and everybody else near and far. If you want to give somebody a shout out this morning and wish them a happy birthday, you can call us on the phone, 220-9788, 220-WSTU. Bonnie, what do you got for me this morning?
Well, you know what? I'll give a early birthday shout out to my guy, Gary, who's actually celebrating next month. But
Okay.
he told me something very fascinating
All
that
right.
he's going to do.
Talk to me.
Back for No Shave November.
Mhm.
I don't know if you fellas are familiar with that or not.
Of course.
But just a couple of Novembers ago, maybe it was the year before last, he started growing a beard for No
Okay.
Shave November.
All right.
And he said he's going to even start to do it again. And he said he's going to grow a long beard. So he looks like those guys from ZZ Top.
He better be careful, because if he ticks you off, you can just grab that beard and just
Grab
pull
him
him
by the
right
beard.
along. Come over here, young man. Let me have a chat with you right now. Have a seat.
But I think he's going to start. I think he started last night, or he's starting today. And yeah, it's it's not November yet, but he's going to be well and ready with that beard by No
Okay.
Shave November.
All
So
right.
I'm proud of him.
All right, very good. Shh, don't shave. Makes it easier. Save on razors. Is he an electric guy or is he a razor guy?
He's a razor guy.
Is
I
he?
know. I've seen him with the razors more than that electric razor.
I'm an electric guy.
Yeah.
I've never used a razor a day in my life.
Oh no.
I'm afraid to.
Oh wow.
I'm afraid I'll cut myself.
So you have no razors, sharp razors at the Evan 9 household.
I
then?
have never, the wife does for her legs and armpits, but I've never taken a razor to this beautiful face.
Wow.
Yeah,
You don't
never.
want to take a chance and
Don't want
put
to
a
ruin
little-
this gorgeous skin I
little
have here.
Slice in there
No.
or anything.
No, I take my electric and I go bzzz and just kind of go all the way around.
I bet that feels good too.
It does.
I mean,
it does.
I'm not a guy, but I think I should go home and try to do that.
I would hope you're not a guy, because if you're a guy, right now you look like a doctor with that shirt on. I'm telling you, it looks like one of those like nurses shirts that you wear, or like somebody if I go into the endodontist or something like that. Oh, by the way, we did find out, and I'm going to place this call on hold, and I'm going to also ask this line to hold on for a moment, please, as well, because we have phones are ringing this morning.
Ringy dingy ding.
Yeah, my stepdaughter did text me back, and that is true. That if you smoke and you have plastic surgery on your breasts, your nipples can turn black and they will fall off your chest.
Wow.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
that's information.
Did she mention if she had to have a breast replacement at all once
No,
you get?
I didn't get into all
you didn't
that.
get into
no,
all
it was
the-
just a quick. It was just
Yeah.
it was just a quick text message this morning. All right, so we have phone lines ringing. Hi, good morning. You're on the air.
Good morning.
Hey, good morning, dear. How are you?
Good. And your son uses razors.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, Gavin uses razors.
Gavin does?
Yeah, just for his upper lip.
Gavin?
It's the only place he grows hair.
I don't think he has a single hair on his face.
No, he's got hair on his lip, but man, his armpits are like a forest.
Really?
Yeah, he's got like a whole forest growing on there.
You would not imagine that.
No, it's
you
crazy.
would not imagine that to be so.
It's crazy.
Now I'm sure Gavin's very happy with you for
Yeah.
sharing
Yeah.
sharing all that with the
Personal
world.
information.
It's a good thing he's still sleeping and doesn't listen to the show in the morning.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, listen, have a great day. We got phone lines ringing this morning, so I got to get to the phones. Have a wonderful day. And I hope you took yourself something out for dinner because I didn't. And I'm drinking my big gallon thing here, by the way. It's sitting right next to me. Just so
Okay,
you
how
know.
are you doing so far on it?
Well, I'm getting there, it's slowly. It's a lot to drink. That's all I got to say.
You can do it though. Do
I'm
you have
surprised
till,
I haven't
like,
run to the bathroom.
Do you have till midnight or
No,
like,
I have till I go to bed at 8 o'clock.
It's
I'll
tonight.
whip this off by noon today.
Oh yeah.
I remembered to bring mine with me today, but mine's completely full.
All right, good. Yeah, she's doing the whole gallon thing.
Excellent.
Yeah. All right. Talk to you later. Have
I
a
got
great day.
my pure natural honey water too.
All right. Hi. Good morning. You're on the air.
You don't own a razor blade?
No, I don't. As a matter
How
of
can you
fact,
not own a razor blade?
I don't own a razor blade.
Right, Phil.
Well, I do,
that's
but
what I'm thinking.
I do own razor blades, but I use them for other things. And no, I don't use them for drugs or slicing my wrists or anything
Well, I
like
wasn't
that.
thinking that. I
No.
thought you might manscape that rainforest that's on your chest or something like that.
No, I leave that
Oh.
alone. I leave that
And we're
completely
not
alone.
splicing radio tape
No,
anymore
oh my
in this
gosh.
day and age either.
Wow, I remember that.
You could have a razor for that.
Yeah.
You had to
You always
have-
slice diagonally.
Yeah.
For vocal, and then up and down for like music.
Yeah, exactly.
I used to work with a guy, morning radio. His name is Jim Beam up in Wisconsin.
You sure that was
He's-
his real name?
He's a pro.
Yeah, right.
But
All right.
I'm saying he's a professional
Okay.
at it. That
All right.
guy doing a classic rock show in the morning, he could splice edit
All
that
right.
tape together so fast.
All right. I must have set something off because we've never had the phones ring this much before. So I got to run, Phil. We got another call
right,
coming
talk
in.
to y'all
Talk
later.
to you later.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Hi, good morning. You're on the air.
Hey, what's happening?
Hey, what's going on, buddy? Who's this?
This is Joe.
Hey, Joe.
Hey, I'm just curious. Did I really hear you say breast implant smokers' nipples fall off when they turn black?
Yeah, this is true. This
is not true.
No, this is true because my daughter.
Oh my gosh.
My daughter, listen, Joe, my daughter used to work for a plastic surgeon, and I verified it with her because it was on a viral
Oh,
video
my
this morning.
gosh.
They said,
you guys don't wear a mask or vaccinate either, do you?
no, we do.
That's just
I
crazy
wear.
talk. That's crazy talk.
No, I'm dead serious. I am dead serious. If you're a smoker and you have breast augmentation, there is a
Well, you
possibility.
just lost all credibility, buddy. There's no way that that's true, man. So, right on. I just had to call and laugh at you guys
Well,
because that is hilarious.
I appreciate the phone call. I
Now,
really do, man.
Joe, this is just what I'm hearing. So, I don't agree with everything everybody says, but I heard it. So I don't know if it's true or fact.
Hold on.
You guys are like Tucker Carlson. You're going, well, it's what I've heard. It's not true.
Well,
you wouldn't be doing this if that was true.
I talked to my daughter who used to work for a plastic surgeon.
Oh, excuse me. You talked to your daughter. I'm sorry, man.
Yeah.
I should have known better.
No, thanks a lot, man. I appreciate that.
Later.
All right, have a
Well,
great day.
Evan, where
Yeah.
did you play that video from? Was that like a known Chinese doctor or like a
Mhm.
plastic surgeon?
Yes,
which was kind of going off on a little skit. On
Okay,
a
so
video that we saw.
here's something. I just Googled this. Okay, and this is from let me find there's tons of articles. It says smokers who undergo breast lifts are at risk of losing their nipples. The nicotine in the cigarette and the carbon monoxide contained in cigarette smoke can diminish blood flow to various parts of the body. That's the reason why.
Okay, yep. And I think there's something to that where that is true when that smoke is flowing through your veins
Yeah.
and flowing to other parts of your body.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure it's affecting areas
Right.
areas of the body.
Right. Exactly.
So
But interesting. Boy, I set off a tirade there.
I guess so.
What was that guy's name that called again?
Joe.
Joe.
Joe, hey Joe,
Hey,
what do
Joe.
you know?
What do you Joe? Joe knows. Joe knows best. There we go. Joe, thank you so much for calling. We
And
appreciate
the
it.
crow knows.
Yeah, if you want to call in and chime in on what we're talking about or anything we're talking about, 220-9788, 220-WSTU. All right, let me see. Back to birthdays. Skylar Aston, 34 years old today. That's Anna Kendrick's boyfriend, Jesse.
Anna Kendrick is so amazing.
Mhm.
That is one funny girl.
Mm-hmm.
I just
boy.
love Anna Kendrick.
Here we go. Phone's ringing again. Good morning. You're on the air.
Yeah, man.
Oh, it's Fredo. Okay. Good morning, Fredo. How you doing?
Doing good. You said nipples?
Yes. We're talking
I like
about, we're talking, no, don't go there. We're talking, we're talking on a serious topic. Okay. So you can't,
well,
we
I
can't
tell you about Fredo's plastic surgery. Yeah, man.
No. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Tell me about your plastic surgery service.
I'll make those wrinkles look smooth. I just take an iron to your face. Yeah, man. That's it.
Oh my gosh. Fredo,
Yeah.
you are just off the chain this morning.
Yeah, man. By the way, I'll be behind the Cumberland Farms. Actually, not Cumberland Farms. I'll be behind the new, what do you call it? That new Circle K over on Federal Highway in Canada today. I'll be massaging the feet and fish fry today. Yeah, man.
There's a new Circle K over there?
Yeah, man.
When did that open up?
Yeah, man.
When did that open up?
Oh, about a month or two ago, something like that. Yeah, man. Yeah, they got like a little alley in the back. Perfect for my little trailer back there. Yeah, man.
There's a new Wawa to the south of us on US 1. There's a Wawa like right on US 1 here in Stewart. I went by that the other day. I didn't know that was there either.
Yeah, right across me from the Circle K. I'll be there tomorrow. Yeah, man.
Okay. Gee, that's not near the storage facility, is it?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. Something. Yeah.
Okay.
There's a good lake over there, good easement that I sometimes park over there too.
Oh,
Yeah, man.
do you go fishing in the lake?
No, not really. I just park my trailer there.
Oh, okay.
You know, wait for someone to walk by and go, "Hey, would you like me to massage your feet?" Yeah, man.
You're terrible. You're disgusting. You're just disgusting.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna let you go.
Oh,
and
wait.
What?
Hi, Bonnie. Hi, baby. How you doing?
See, you know, the phone call would not be
man.
complete
I
unless
know.
he says hi to you.
Yeah.
That's like the icing on the cake, Bonnie.
Yeah, but I won't be over there for any kind of feet rubbing later or anything like
I
that.
also going to do manscaping now, Evans. So you should come on over there. I'll take the weed whacker to your chest. Yeah, man.
No, that's okay. Thank you very much. I have my own lawnmower that does that.
And now we know we need a weed whacker for his son's armpits too,
Yes,
don't
exactly. He's got a forest.
Oh, I can take care of that for him.
Oh no! You're not touching my kid. Sorry.
I'll take the lawnmower to it. Yeah,
Oh,
man.
gosh. All right, Fredo. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.
we? Remember that movie, The Lawnmower Man?
No, I've never heard of I've never heard of that movie before.
Yeah, The Lawnmower Man. I just
Okay.
remember he had like this terrific head of long blonde hair.
Okay.
And curly long blonde hair, and he would come over and mow your grass.
Okay. All right. Let me go back to we're way off track here. Jermaine Dupree is 49 years old today. That's the young urban mogul who discovered crisscross. Anna DeFranco is 51 years old today. Jason Alexander, 62. That's George Costanza on Seinfeld. Bruce Springsteen, the boss, 72 years old.
You know,
How about that?
I was listening to a lot of his music yesterday
Were
at
ya?
home while I was cooking.
Mhm.
Yeah, I was getting into. I like his album with "Brilliant Disguise"
Mhm.
and "Cover Me." No, "Cover Me" is on.
That's a good tune.
That's on a completely different album, though.
Yep.
I was listening to his "Brilliant Disguise" album yesterday. His daughter was in our Summer Olympics
Okay.
this last season.
Very
she was.
nice.
She is an equestrian horse rider.
Wow. Very
Yeah.
nice. Today is September 23rd, which there's a lot of things going on for today for celebration and national days. It's National Celebrate Bisexuality Day. Today is the day for bi visibility. It's also National Energize Day. Forget your troubles and ease into the tranquil spirit of autumn season. It's also International Day of Sign Language. Sign language is a very unique thing to do. You have to be a very special kind of person to do that. It's very difficult. I've watched some of these people, like when the governor speaks and other things, and they have somebody there signing next to them. The person doing the sign language, they really get into that with the facial expressions and all of that. Much respect to those people. It's also National Checkers Day. National Dogs in Politics Day. The first dog of the United States holds an important place in our hearts. And it's National Dogs in Politics
You can
Day.
sit down tonight and talk politics with your dog.
That's right. It's also National Great American Pot Pie Day for those people that like pot pies.
Oh, some of those pot pies are so cheap, aren't they?
Well, I'm
But
not
they're so
talking about
good.
the pot pie that's illegal, the 420 pot pie. I'm talking
Oh.
about the edible pot pie.
I was talking about the banquet pot pie
Yes.
that you get from the store.
Those are so good.
They're good and they're cheap.
It's National Snack Stick Day. It's also National Redhead Appreciation Day. And I can think of one person that's a redhead, and that's my coworker who used to work with me at the stadium, Marissa Kappas. I want to say happy National Redhead Appreciation Day to Marissa Kappas.
Well, all right. The first
Yes.
redhead that comes to my mind is always Prince Harry. He is a very attractive redhead.
Yes, and Lucille Ball was another one.
Yeah.
Was another redhead.
And I mentioned her earlier, I believe Melissa Gilbert,
Mhm.
also with some very attractive red hair.
$1 million question. Was Lucille Ball a natural redhead, or was she a bottle redhead?
Now I should have heard this before.
Now that you mentioned that we mentioned this, that it's Redhead Day.
I think her head was her head of hair was too beautiful and shiny red to be real. So I'm going to guess that maybe not a true redhead.
Let's see here. Paul, a natural.
There's also some
redhead.
trivia out on Elvis Presley that Elvis was really born a blonde and he really had blonde hair and he dyed it.
Mm-hmm. It was not her natural hair color.
Yeah.
Nope, it wasn't. She was born a brunette, but hairstylist transformed her into the redhead that she was on TV.
And you know what? Oh, I bet she was a really attractive brunette also with those pretty blue eyes.
Yep.
She could pull off the brunette or the red or the blonde.
It's National Restless Leg Awareness Day.
Oh, that's really, I hate
Nothing
it when
worse than that, isn't it? Isn't that true?
I don't have it, but I feel really bad for people who do.
Yeah.
Because I'll tell you what, Evan, when there's something going on where like I can't feel like my leg or something out there is going on.
Yeah.
I hate that feeling.
Mm-hmm.
And for some people having to put up with that restless leg syndrome every day where you just can't control it.
It's also National Teal Talk Day. Gather your friends together, wear the color teal for a day out together, and talk about ovarian cancer. That's why you wear teal, to talk about ovarian cancer, because that's why you wear teal.
So we've worn pink in the past
For breast cancer, right? And teal is for ovarian
cancer.
Yes,
right.
yes. So there's your birthdays, anniversaries back in the day, and what today is. 7:24 right now. Time for news once again. Let's go to the news desk where Bonnie's standing by with the morning headlines. Good morning, Bonnie.
Good morning once again. After 4 straight days of daily cases below 10,000, the CDC is reporting just over 10,000 new COVID-19 cases across Florida. However, the Florida Hospital Association reported just over 8,100 patients hospitalized with the virus on Tuesday. That's less than half of the number of patients reported during the summer months. The Florida Heartbeat Act filed yesterday would block physicians from performing abortions if there is a detectable fetal heartbeat. The proposal requires doctors to test for fetal heartbeats, which can occur 6 weeks into pregnancy. The measure allows exceptions for medical emergencies that threaten women's lives, but does not include exceptions for rape or incest. Bill sponsor GOP Representative Webster Barnaby did not offer comment, but Democratic Representative Evan Jen quickly condemned the bill.
None of us are shocked, surprised, anything like that. We knew it would be here. And look, we have every intention of putting up a severe, very strong fight when that bill comes to the floor.
During a House hearing, Florida GOP Congresswoman Kat Cammack and Homeland Security Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas sparred over his agency's handling of the immigration crisis on the southern border. Cammack noted Mayorkas' comment condemned images of Border Patrol agents on horseback aggressively confronting Haitian refugees in Texas.
You were exceptionally quick to judge one of your own agents and the mounted patrol, yet you have given zero time to the number of suicides and agents who have passed away because of contact and contracting COVID with their day-to-day operations.
Kamek called that shameful. Mayorkas shot back that the Congresswoman's assertion was profoundly offensive and wrong. Florida students who are exposed to COVID-19 won't have to quarantine from school if they're not showing symptoms of the virus, according to a new emergency rule issued by the state's Surgeon General on Wednesday. The directive from Dr. Joseph Ladapo, whose appointment was announced by Governor Ron DeSantis on Tuesday, will likely prevent thousands of students statewide from having to stay home from school after being exposed to the coronavirus. Under the emergency rule, if a student is exposed to a positive case of COVID-19 but is asymptomatic, their parent or guardian can decide how their child receives education. Students will be allowed to attend school, school-sponsored activities, or be on school property without restrictions, so long as the student remains asymptomatic. If a parent or guardian desires, the student may quarantine at home for no more than 7 days from the date of last direct contact with the infected person. More than 18 months into the COVID-19 outbreak in the U.S., nearly 1 in 5 Americans is consuming an unhealthy amount of alcohol, a new survey suggests. About 17% of respondents reported heavy drinking in the past 30 days, according to the survey conducted by analytics firm The Harris Poll and commissioned by Elkhart-based biopharmaceutical company. The survey conducted online from March 30 to April 7 among 6,006 U.S. adults ages 21 and older. Of those, 1,003 adults reported heavy drinking. Heavy drinking was defined as having 2 heavy drinking days in a single week, at least twice in the previous 30 days. Defined as 4 or more drinks containing alcohol for women and 5 or more drinks containing alcohol for men. Lastly, Mayim Bialik is making it known, yes, I want to host Jeopardy full-time. The Big Bang Theory star was originally enlisted in August to host just the show's primetime specials and tournaments, but Sony announced last week that Bialik and former Jeopardy champion Ken Jennings will fill in as hosts of the beloved game show for the remainder of the year after host Mike Richards' exit. So the Miami Dolphins will be without quarterback Tua Tagovailoa for their game against the Las Vegas Raiders on Sunday and possibly longer. Head coach Brian Flores began his media session Wednesday by announcing that additional tests revealed that Tua had sustained fractured ribs during that 35-0 loss against the Buffalo Bills in the Dolphins' home opener Sunday. Obviously, he's in a lot of pain, so he'll be out this week, Flores said. In Tagovailoa's absence, Jacoby Brissett will start against the Raiders, and quarterback Reed Sinnett will be elevated from the practice squad to serve as the backup. News time 7:29, and we'll hear weather and traffic together next.
$7:30 right now on the Get Up and Go show with Evan and Bonnie. It's time for traffic and weather together, all brought to you by Seacoast Air Conditioning. Don't roast. Call Seacoast. Here's Bonnie.
We have a nice ride. So far, so good this morning. Our roadways throughout Stuart looking good right now, and in Port St. Lucie, everything up to speed. The Turnpike, I-95 included. If you're heading out, get set for a good ride. And there's your latest look at traffic. In Stuart this morning, it's 74, and in Bakersfield, California, 75. Here's our weather at WPTV.
Your WPTV First Alert forecast calls for temperatures this morning in the low to mid 70s under mostly clear skies and mainly dry conditions for the morning commute. This afternoon, highs in the upper 80s, heat index values reaching the upper 90s to triple digits. We'll see partly sunny skies throughout the day with a 60% chance for scattered showers and storms continuing through sunset. Tonight, temperatures down to the low to mid 70s, clear skies into the night. Tomorrow, highs in the upper 80s with a 50% chance for late day showers and storms.
I'm WPTV First Alert Meteorologist Katya Hall on WSTU AM 1450, Martin County's Heritage Station.
You're listening to the Get Up and Go Show with Evan and Bonnie on Martin County's Heritage Station, AM 1450 WSTU. Now let's get back to the program with Evan and Bonnie.
7:34 right now on the Get Up and Go Show with Evan and Bonnie. We're a blended show this morning. If you're listening to us on WPSL, G and Ray are on vacation, and they will be back next Monday. In the meantime, you've got us. And joining us on our line right now is the Vice President of Operations for the Stuart Martin Chamber. It's Cindy LeConte. I hope I said that right, Cindy. I didn't botch your name, did I?
You did not botch it. You did good.
All right, very good. Joe Catcherbone, who is the gentleman that heads up that whole organization, is away at a conference. So Cindy is stepping in and filling in the shoes of Joe. Top of the morning to you, Cindy.
Good morning. How are you two?
You know, we're great, Bonnie.
And I can't complain, Cindy, and hope you and yours are doing well this morning. And
yes.
We're glad to have you on and finally get a chance to meet you.
Yeah. Yes. We only get to see her once a month, and that's on our Morning Joe on the Zoom session. And that's really about it. Joe usually takes care of business, but Cindy is stepping in for Joe. And Cindy, I want to start off with asking what events are coming up that our listeners need to be aware of that the Chamber usually does.
This past Tuesday, we had a networking breakfast at Photographics. Next Tuesday on the 28th, the networking breakfast is going to be at Coquina Cove in Martin Downs. So that's and our long term. We have our Operation Thank You in November 9th, and our holiday show is November 18th. So our new events coordinator, who you just met last week, will be calling out to people to get them to sign up for that.
Wow, that's going to be amazing. November 18th is the big holiday show, right?
Right. And I hear that you're going to make an appearance.
Yes, I'm going to be there. I'm bringing the photo booth. So it's going to be set up. People are going to be able to come to the photo booth and make all those goofy faces and all that good fun stuff and have a great time. And it's going to be at St. Mary's Episcopal Church. And I'm really excited to get to meet everybody and partake in that. So it's going to be a great time.
It's a great way to kick off the holiday season. So we always get a great crowd and a great turnout with our vendors and exhibitors. So it's exciting.
People will definitely be getting in the mood for that.
I wonder if they'll have eggnog.
Maybe with some bourbon whiskey in it.
There you go.
That could happen. But we also just had our annual installation dinner at Martinstown Golf Club. We had a great turnout for that. We had over 160 people.
Wow.
It was a great turnout. You never know with COVID right now, but we had to shut it off because we didn't want to overfill the facility. So we had a great turnout.
That's a beautiful turnout.
Yeah.
160?
Yeah,
wow.
160 people.
And that's a lot of mouths to feed. Did you have food that night too?
We did. We had filet and fish, and we had a dessert bar, coffee bar.
Wait a minute. You had filet mignon?
Yes.
Oh my God. And I wasn't invited. That's like my favorite cut of steak. Oh my gosh.
We'll have to make sure you get on the list for next year.
Yes.
That's the kind of event we want to come to.
Oh man.
Exactly.
Yeah, you're serving surf and turf. Bonnie and I are there, done and over with. We will not turn down a good meal for surf and turf, right,
and
Bonnie?
Champagne too.
Yes, and champagne and what is that one guy Robin Leitch used to say? Champagne dreams and caviar wishes. Yes. Yes.
Champagne.
Yes.
It was our annual installation, so we installed our new, gave out yearly awards, and we ended up with a casino for the end of the evening, and everyone had a great time.
Nice.
What fun.
Very nice.
A lot of fun.
Very, very
you
nice.
can gamble and it's
yeah.
Yeah.
You drink your night away and gamble away and just have a great time.
That sounds like an excellent occasion. Yeah.
It's all play money, and we have 3 top winners. They win a basket. One was worth $4,100, one was worth $3,300, and one was worth $2,200.
Wait a minute. Wait, whoa. Hold the presses. You gave a basket of goodies away that had a value of $4,100?
Yes, we have such great donors and supporters, sponsors at the chamber. We collect them. Everyone goes out and collects them. And then we put 3 beautiful baskets together. And then the top 3 play money winners get those baskets.
Yeah, and I think I've heard Joe, it seems to me, talking in the past, like some beautiful prizes in those baskets.
What can you collaborate on what some of the things that were in the baskets?
Overnight stays, restaurants, chiropractor visits, all kinds of our business all give us things, and we just put them in the baskets and make beautiful baskets.
What am I doing wrong? I need to be there. Oh my gosh. Can I, if I bring my own Monopoly money, does that qualify me?
Well, what they do is they start out, I think, with everybody gets $5,000. And then during the evening, you have to do things to get more money, like do a line dance, sing a song, and then you get more money as you're playing.
Oh, I'm there.
You got to practice on your line dancing before you go.
I'm there because I do that every single week when I do a wedding, when I'm DJing weddings.
You would enjoy it.
So
you totally would.
Wow, that sounds like so much fun. So what's been going on as of late? Tell us about new business that's been coming in.
Well, we got 2 in the last couple of days. The first one is Savoca Enterprises. They're business consultants, so they're going to be here to help our other businesses. And then we also have Stewart Alliance Church on Osceola. They're want to get involved more with the community and know their community. So it's a great way for them to join the chamber and find out what's going on in the community.
Wow. Amazing. And everybody's doing well at the chamber. Everybody's healthy. COVID's not running rampant or nothing like that.
No. And when we have these events, we always wait, 3 to 5 days to see what happens. And, knock on wood, we're blessed.
Good.
So far, so good.
Good. That's so good to hear. So good to hear. That's Cindy LeConte. She is the Vice President of Operations with the Stuart Martin Chamber of Commerce. She's one of the people that holds the pieces to the puzzle together while the boss man is out of town. Big shoes to fill, but you know what? Cindy can definitely get it done without a doubt.
Okay.
We appreciate having you on, Cindy.
Okay, thank you, and you guys have a great day.
We sure will. You take care.
All right, thank you.
Bye now. Yesterday we were talking with Taryn Krisda real quick before we get to news, and we were talking about those recycle bins.
Yes.
And we asked about if somebody wants more than one recycle
Beautiful big recycle
Right.
bins.
She sent me an email, and it says, I'll read it verbatim. In regards to yesterday's conversation, yes, residents may obtain additional recycle bins at a set purchase price of $75 and $25 for delivery, or they can pick up at the Hobe Sound facility to avoid the delivery fee. The agreement provides for replacement of damaged or stolen carts at no charge for the first replacement.
So for $75, you can get yourself an extra
second
bin
one.
and
Yeah.
Have more of that waste material brought off.
Exactly. So there's the answer to our question that we were asking if somebody wanted to get a second recycle bin.
Excellent.
Wanted to get that out to our listeners because I know inquiring minds want to know. 7:42 news time once again. It's all brought to you by St. Lucie Jewelry and Coin for the best deals in town on precious metals. Please go see our good friend Hawk Levy at St. Lucie Jewelry and Coin. Bonnie is standing by with the morning headlines. Good morning, Bonnie.
Good morning once again. The Florida Department of Health is issuing an emergency rule that allows parents to decide if their children should quarantine after being exposed to COVID-19.
Quarantining healthy students is incredibly damaging for their educational advancement. It's also incredibly disruptive for families all throughout the state of Florida. We are going to be following a symptoms-based approach.
Governor Ron DeSantis in Kissimmee, the rule also allows parents and legal guardians sole discretion to opt out students from mask requirements. Florida is seeing a steady decline in the number of daily cases of COVID-19. The Florida Hospital Association says cases dropped more than 11,000 on the 16th of this month to less than 7,000 on the 20th. The search for the fiance of Gabby Petito continues in the Carlton Reserve in Sarasota County today. Brian Laundrie has been missing for a little more than a week now, as Petito's body was identified as the remains found in Wyoming over the weekend. A Republican state lawmaker from Volusia County is filing a bill that would ban abortions after a fetus develops a heartbeat. Representative Webster Barnaby's bill is inspired by a recent Texas law the U.S. Supreme Court declined to rule on, allowing it to take effect in the Lone Star State. State water managers Tuesday finalized their budget, tax rate, and how your taxpayer dollars will be spent on the water and flood control projects in the coming year. The South Florida Water Management District will spend over $1.15 billion in 20, most of it to improve water quality, including reducing Lake Okeechobee releases to the St. Lucie River and send more water south to the thirsty Everglades. The board approved the budget for the fiscal year first with a new property tax rate of $25.72 for every $100,000 of taxable value. That's a lower property tax rate than just last year by just over $1, when that rate was $26.75 for every $100,000 of taxable value, according to SFWMD records. The budget is $75 million less than last year. Though tax revenue and state appropriations are increasing, the district plans to increase its reserve spending, leading to the lower budget, according to district spokesperson Sean Cooley. And if you've been out along St. Johns County's beaches lately, you may have spotted a curious, strangely beautiful turquoise-colored creature wash up on shore. What is it? Local biologists say it's a blue button jellyfish. The aquatic species is easily identified by its long fanning tentacles surrounding a center disc, and of course, that cerulean blue hue known as porpedo. Porpedo blue buttons are actually a colony of hydrozoan polyps. They are similar to the Portuguese man-o-war, but don't pack as painful a sting, said Martin Q. Martindale, director of the University of Florida's Whitney Laboratory for Marine Bioscience in St. Augustine. They can sting, but it doesn't really penetrate human skin. The species is not unknown in this area, but it's not exactly common either. And lastly, the Saturday Night Live season premieres. It's October 2nd with host Owen Wilson and musical guest Casey Musgraves. Other hosts for October include Kim Kardashian and Rami Malek. The Tampa Bay Rays return to the postseason.
The Rays are heading to the playoffs for the third consecutive season.
Swing and a grounder towards short. Walls has it. Throws across. Rays win! Rays win! Rays win! And they have earned the right to defend their American League championship.
That's how it sounded on Rays Radio. Tampa Bay now has their sights set on the American League East Championship. They hope to clinch it at home this weekend when they host the Marlins for a 3-game series, which begins on Friday night. I'm Jason Barringer.
Well, our news time at 7:47. We have weather and traffic together for you next.
$7:48 right now on the Get Up and Go show with Evan and Bonnie. It's time for traffic and weather together. All brought to you this time by Martin Funeral Home, Port St. Lucie and Stewart. Bonnie?
Well, Evan, we are still looking at a nice and clear ride for this Thursday morning right here. St. Lucie County, Martin County, the roads all up to speed right now, and we're not finding any tie-ups, no accidents to report. If you see something, say something, tell us. We're at 220-9788. 220-WSTU. And it's 73 degrees in Palm City. Port St. Lucie, we're also at 73. Here's our weather at WPTV.
Your WPTV First Alert forecast calls for temperatures this morning in the low to mid 70s under mostly clear skies and mainly dry conditions for the morning commute. This afternoon, highs in the upper 80s, heat index values reaching the upper 90s to triple digits. We'll see partly sunny skies throughout the day with a 60% chance for scattered showers and storms continuing through sunset. Tonight, temperatures down to the low to mid 70s, clear skies into the night. Tomorrow, highs in the upper 80s with a 50% chance for late day showers and storms.
I'm WPTV First Alert meteorologist Katya Hall on WSTU AM 1450, Martin County's Heritage Station.
You're listening to the Get Up and Go Show with Evan and Bonnie on Martin County's Heritage Station, AM 1450 WSTU. Now let's get back to the program with Evan and Bonnie.
Ooh, yeah. She's waiting for fall to arrive, and it's still 90-5. It's September and it's not getting colder. So she decided she would hoard these fake pumpkins and giant gourds because she really needs them to just hold her over. You know I'd rake with you, but how can I rake when the leaves aren't even there? You can't make the chicken soup when I am still sweating through all of my underwear. She wants it to be fall or nothing at all.
That's a parody from O-Town's hit All or Nothing. It's called Fall or Nothing, Bonnie.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if you ever heard that one before.
I'm a little bit familiar with it.
O-Town was a boy band that never really made it. They were founded by Lou Pearlman, and they never really made it too big like NSYNC or the Backstreet Boys or anything like that.
It sounds to me like they should have made it, Evan, because they sound just as good as any other, boy band does, or very similar to
they sounded great.
Boy bands.
They sounded fantastic, but unfortunately, they just never made it. They just didn't make it for whatever reason. Don't know why. But what do you do?
Did you make your NFL football pick this week?
I did.
We have.
Do you have results, by the way, from Lenny's Pick'em League this past weekend?
We have the Texans taking on Carolina this week.
Okay.
So that's tonight. That game is tonight.
Okay.
5:20 is the start of that.
Do we know who won?
I picked Carolina, and let's see, in the Pick'em League. Let me go back to it.
Yeah.
Back to that page.
I'm curious who won.
Yeah.
How you and I did.
Well, I am down way to the bottom of the group this year.
Are you?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're doing even a little bit better than I am.
Oh.
G is right up there, right around 39 or 40. And Ray, my friend Thomas, too, he's beneath G, but he's doing better than us.
Let me see here. What place am I in? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 18, 19, 20.
But we have, Tua, by the way, is going to be back no, he's not playing now. I think the day before yesterday, Tua Tagovailoa, we said that Flores thought he would play.
Right.
But he, came off of a rib injury, and that's got to seriously beat you up. So he's not going to be playing on Sunday for Miami.
I just looked, and I'm 31st of 59. So, and you're the Packer backer, right?
Yeah.
I'm trying to find you. Let me look here.
We've got high school football on the air too tomorrow night, by the way. Jensen Beach is playing St. Lucie Centennial.
Very nice.
And we're going to hold both of those games right about 7:30 on WPSL and WSTU.
So one game will be on one station, one game will be on another station.
Yeah.
Wow, that's exciting.
That game, high school football, is back, and we will be airing that high school football game tomorrow night on both of our stations.
Okay, very good, very good. Make sure and tune in for your favorite high school football. Anyway, don't go anywhere. Don't you dare touch that dial, because coming up in the 8 o'clock hour, got to get her on at least once this week. Wouldn't be right if we didn't have the plant lady on, Linda L. Salisbury.
Oh, yeah. It's the sounds of the season as we head into some cooler months. She's going to tell us how to plant maybe during those months.
Yeah, how to get things ready for the winter months, how to get your garden ready for the winter.
Yeah.
But what is winter down here in Florida?
Ooh, it can get pretty cold when it gets to 40.
All
so,
right.
Yeah.
All right. Stick and stay. Don't go away. We're WSTU Stewart, Martin County's Heritage Station, and WPSL Port St. Lucie, the talk of the Treasure Coast. The news is coming up next.
Coming to you live from Stuart, Florida, the greatest little town in the world. It's the award-winning, critically acclaimed Get Up and Go show on AM 1450 WSTU. You're invited to call the show anytime at 772-220-9788. And now, broadcasting live from their palatial studios, here are your hosts, Evan and Bonnie.
Oh, thank you very much, Mr. Announcer. It is Thursday, September 23rd, 2021.
If you don't take another drink today, you're going to be drunk for 6 months.
Well, I don't know about 6 months, maybe 5, Dr. Phil.
You are drunk at a tissue level.
I am not drunk at any tissue level because I don't use tissues.
Today we're talking about drunken mistakes.
Why is it we're talking about drunk things, Dr. Phil? We don't drink around here. It's 8:07.
It's now 8:07 a.m.
8:07 a.m. And without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and the lovely and talented Bonnie Ashley sitting to my left, your right, directly in front of you. If you're watching on Facebook Live, the plant lady is here. Linda, or should I say lovely Linda Lou Salisbury. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning, Bonnie.
Good morning. Is that really your middle name, Lou? Do they call you Linda Lou because that's your middle name?
That is my actual middle name, and I'm not a Southern girl.
I love it. Isn't that in
Would you like
Isn't
to
that
know
in
the
a
story?
song? A song too? Something about the story with Linda Lou from the Southern rock band had that in a song.
No, I
Was
don't
it
think
Leonard
so.
Skinner?
The story goes, here's the story, that my father wanted me to be named after my grandmother, whose name was Lucy. And my mother hated her. She didn't like her at all.
Ball.
I know, isn't that terrible? I'm sorry, Mom. You should have loved her. But anyway, so she named me Linda Lou, because her nickname was Lucy. So she got the name for my grandmother, but didn't actually have to name me Lucy.
Well,
Very sneaky.
Don't tell your mom, but I would have liked Linda Lucy too. Linda Lucy
Me
would have
too.
sound fine too.
It's better than Run Around Sue. Hey, listen, let's get right into our topic, okay? I want to talk a little about what people can do as we get towards the winter time. Now, winter, really there's no winter down here in Florida, but sometimes it does get cold. So what can people do to make sure that their gardens stay healthy when the temperature does drop?
Well, we do have a winter. It's about 10 degrees different from fall.
Okay.
So it's not drastic. But what the plants respond to is the drop in light.
Okay.
They actually go through a little bit of a decline because they're so used to all this wonderful sunshine that we don't have this week. You get that? I slipped it right in that it's raining.
Oh wait, I
in.
missed the funny. Hold on. Wait for it. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
Keep going.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah, my nose is pressed against the glass because I want to be outside, but I can't because it's too wet.
Okay.
Anyway, so small things that you can do to get ready for winter, because it's the dormant period, and the plants need a little rest. So, I mean, in Florida, they keep growing.
Mm-hmm.
They grow 24/7.
Right.
But they slow down. So help them out a little bit. One, get rid deadhead. What does that mean? Get out a big machete and chop everything
you
down?
say deadhead,
No.
I think of the band Grateful Dead when you say deadhead.
I know.
I
Don't
thought
we
of
all?
bedhead right away.
Bedhead. All right.
So what you do is you go out and look at your plant, and anything that has expired, any blossom that has expired and turned to seed, you want to cut that off.
Okay.
You can do it at any point once the flower stops to fade, and you kind of want to do it before it turns to seed.
Okay.
Because otherwise you'll be dropping seeds everywhere, and if you want to, you'll have new plants coming up. But
Yeah,
if you don't want to, you'll still have new plants coming up.
And you don't want to be dropping your seeds everywhere.
No.
No.
like spilling your cookies.
Oh my golly. Thank you, Bonnie. Okay, I've had too much coffee. It's not
Jungle
my fault.
growing.
And another thing that is a little tricky is you want to not be too neat when you're cleaning up. If you could find a spot in the back of your property that nobody really sees and leave a pile of twigs and branches, it would be really great, because they'll all, like the snakes and everything loves, it's called a snag. And if you can have a tree that falls down and you can get it to the back of your property, and I'm not telling you to go out and be messy, because your neighbors won't like that. But if you can set aside a natural spot for the birds to seek habitat, it would be really great.
I find that when I go in my backyard and, like, if I've had a brick or maybe a stone, maybe a piece of wood that's been laying there for weeks, all of a sudden I pick it up and all the critters run from underneath it. All the lizards are running everywhere. They just want a little place to sit down
You got
and party.
it, Bonnie.
Linda, you mean to tell me that if a tree falls down in my yard, I'm just to like throw it on my back and walk across and set it down on the other side? How am I supposed to carry a tree on my back?
Well, carefully. You might want to get some help.
Thank you.
Yeah. Or pick a smaller tree.
Okay.
I have a pine
Wigwam.
tree that expired 3 or 4 years ago, and I left half of it still standing. It was very tall. It was about 30, 40 feet tall. I don't know.
You said a pine
I
tree?
don't judge. No, it was queen palm.
Oh, queen palm tree. I'm sorry. Okay.
Yes.
All right.
And it so I left half of it up, and it has had lots and lots of birds use it as a nest.
Okay.
And a squirrel used it as a nest, and all the
right.
bugs and critters love it. So it's a really good thing.
Okay.
It takes a minute in your thinking to say, I'm going to save this pile of twigs, because the impulse is to make it so very, very clean. Because that's what you're taught.
So the critters would enjoy you not being so anal. And
that's it. Yes, that's one way to put
That's
it,
a nice
Bonnie.
way of putting it. Now, my thing here is my thing that I caught something you said about expiring. I didn't realize that they put expiration dates on trees when you go and buy them.
Well, that's stretching it a little.
Oh, okay.
But if you go listen to them, Evan, here's the trick. You know, we've talked about trees communicating.
Right.
Well, if you listen to your trees and your plants, they look very sad sometimes after about 10 years, and they're crippled and old arthritic, and so they're at the end of their term, because plants grow 24/7 in Florida.
Okay.
So in the north, they grow maybe 6 months, but not even that. So they live a lot longer.
Okay.
A tree that lives in the north 60 years here will live 15 or 20.
Wow.
Yeah, because they just can't continue that growth rate.
I have these palm trees that are in my yard that when I moved up to Port St. Lucie 13 years ago, my landscaper lives right across the street from me. And he put 3 beautiful palm trees in my yard. They were approximately, I want to say 6 feet tall when he planted them. They were just babies. And now 13 years later, oh my gosh, they touch the sky. They're huge.
Yes. Do you know what kind they are?
I don't know. Palm trees. That's all I know.
Well, there's a bit more to know, but you can.
I don't know.
slide on
I don't
that.
know. I don't know if it's a Christmas palm or whatever.
sometimes I
I'm
see
not
those
sure.
long, slender ones that kind of go up to the sky, and sometimes I do see some stockier ones. I
Yeah.
think. Is there a difference, Linda?
There are 1,300 different kinds of palms.
Great.
That grow in Florida.
1,300.
Only 13 of them are native, but there's all kinds, So I just thought, and I know a little bit about all of them.
Do they get along with the California palms?
Yes, they cohabitate nicely.
I'm sure they play nicely in the sandbox, Bonnie.
They do.
Well, I'm
All right.
hoping.
All right, very good. That's a Linda L. Salisbury. Lovely Linda Lou Salisbury. She is the certified garden and plant problem solution lady. You hear her every day on the program with G and Ray on our sister station where we are blended this morning. You can catch her usually, I think it's in the 7 o'clock hour, like right a little bit before 7, right, Linda?
Yeah, 7:05.
7:05, Linda is on with them for a few moments. So make sure her email address is floridaflora16@gmail.com, floridaflora16@gmail.com. And you don't mind if I give out your phone number, do you?
No, I don't mind at all.
206-909-7473. That's 206-909-7473. If you're going to call her, please call her after 8 a.m. because she does not get out of bed until 8 a.m.
And it takes her a half hour to put on her dress
Yes.
and her construction hat.
Yes, her hard hat as well. And get her 9,000 cups of coffee in before she gets her day going.
That's it. Then I'm yours.
All right, Linda. Hey, thanks a lot for being on the program.
It's great fun. You know I love it.
Thanks a lot. We'll
Have a
talk
good
to you.
day.
Have
We
a
love you
great day.
lots.
Love you lots. Bonnie, I have a list that I came across. It's signs that your mate is not ready to tie the knot. Now, this comes from a woman's magazine that offers these hints to avoid disaster with the man you're going to marry.
Wow.
Okay. Signs that your man is not ready to tie the knot. Okay. This is a great list. It's kind of funny too.
He never enjoys your cooking.
I don't know if that's on the list. I didn't even
Okay.
preview this list. But coming in at number 10, the only time you can see him getting down on one knee is to tie his shoe.
Oh, he's tying that one
Yeah,
then.
he's tying that knot.
Well, we better hope he ties a pretty good knot there
Yeah.
anyway
Yeah.
to get it started.
Coming in at number 9, when he attends weddings, you bring tissues. He brings reading material. Yeah. Coming in at number 8, he has the flu every time your family happens to be in town.
Yeah. This
Coming in
wants
at-
nothing to do with that.
Exactly. Coming in at number 7, whenever a friend gets engaged, he signs another one bites the dust through sign language.
Oh.
Coming in at number 6, your feng shui size apartment is there to promote everlasting love, and he tells you that it just doesn't look right. Coming in at number 5, he tenses up when you use the word we, even if it's just we love Chinese food. Yeah. Coming in at number 4, he talks about blowing his life savings on a Lamborghini.
Oh, yeah.
Coming in at number
The
3,
money's going elsewhere,
Yeah.
not on you, honey.
exactly. He coming in at number 3, he introduces you to his boss as my friend. This is my friend, not my boyfriend or my fiance, just my friend. My
Yep,
friend.
not my girlfriend.
No,
either.
friend.
Friend.
Coming in at number 2, he takes pride in referring to his place still as his bachelor pad.
Even when
Bachelor
you
pad.
moved in.
Even when you moved
Even
in.
when you have moved
That's
in.
right. Even when you've moved in. Great point, Bonnie.
It's time to get the hint then.
Yeah. Coming in at number 1, at your friend's wedding, he coaxes you into ducking out for a quickie during the bouquet toss. Jeez.
Let's get you out of that, sweetie.
Yeah, let's
you don't
get
want to
you-
be in that
No.
bouquet toss.
No, you don't want to be in that bouquet toss. So let's just go outside for a real quickie. Anyway, that's the top 10 signs. It's time for the Precious Metals Report. It's all brought to you by St. Lucie Jewelry and Coin. Gold will be opening up this morning at $1,772.40 an ounce. Silver opening up at $22.69 an ounce. That's the Precious Metals Report. And as always, it's brought to you by our good friends at St. Lucie Jewelry and Coin. 8:21 right now on the Get Up and Go show. It's time for news. Let's go to the news desk where Bonnie's standing by with the headlines. Good morning, Bonnie.
Good morning, Evan. Authorities in Sarasota County plan to search for the late Gabby Petito's missing fiance again today. Brian Laundrie returned home without Petito and later took off for a nature preserve but never came back. A Florida lawmaker is introducing legislation to ban abortions once a heartbeat is detected.
Republican State Representative Webster Barnaby of Volusia County filed House Bill 167. It would prohibit abortion if a fetal heartbeat is detected or if the doctor fails to conduct a test to detect a heartbeat. The measure is similar to a controversial Texas law that allows a private citizen to sue those who help someone obtain an abortion in violation of the ban. I'm Rick Hochul.
Health is issuing an emergency rule that allows parents to decide if their children should quarantine after being exposed to COVID-19.
Quarantining healthy students is incredibly damaging for their educational advancement. It's also incredibly disruptive for families all throughout the state of Florida. We are going to be following a symptoms-based approach.
Governor Ron DeSantis in Kissimmee, the rule also allows parents and legal guardians sole discretion to opt out students from mask requirements. Florida is seeing a steady decline in the number of daily cases of COVID-19. The Florida Hospital Association says cases dropped from more than 11,000 on the 16th of this month to less than 7,000 on the 20th. Former President Donald Trump on Tuesday sued his estranged niece and the New York Times over a 2018 story about his family's wealth and tax practices that was partly based on confidential documents she provided to the newspaper's reporters. Trump's lawsuit, filed in state court in New York, accuses Mary Trump of breaching a settlement agreement by disclosing tax records she received in a dispute over family patriarch Fred Trump's estate. The lawsuit accuses the Times and three of its investigative reporters, Suzanne Craig, David Barstow, and Russell Bittner, of relentlessly seeking out Mary Trump as a source of information and convincing her to turn over documents. The suit claims the reporters were aware the settlement agreement barred her from disclosing the documents. More than 18 months into the COVID-19 outbreak in the U.S., nearly 1 in 5 Americans is consuming an unhealthy amount of alcohol, a new survey suggests. About 17% of respondents reported heavy drinking in the past 30 days, according to the survey conducted by analytics firm The Harris Poll and commissioned by Elkermes, an Ireland-based biopharmaceutical company. The survey was conducted online from March 30 to April 7 among 6,006 U.S. adults ages 21 and older. Of those, 1,003 adults reported heavy drinking. And lastly, the Reverend Jesse Jackson was released Wednesday from a Chicago facility a month after he was hospitalized for a breakthrough COVID-19 infection and following intensive physical therapy for Parkinson's disease. The civil rights leader and his wife Jacqueline were first hospitalized at Northwestern Memorial Hospital last month. Well, Rob Gronkowski told Peyton and Eli Manning on ESPN2's broadcast of Monday Night Football earlier this week that he doesn't watch any film, but the Buccaneers tight end, as it turns out, was just joking around. Gronkowski clarified Wednesday that he doesn't just get tips about the game plan from Tom Brady, and that he does, in fact, watch film before. And we can all breathe a huge sigh of relief. News time at 8:26, and we'll have weather and traffic together next.
8:26 right now on the Get Up and Go show with Evan and Bonnie. It's time for traffic and weather together. Brought to you by Seacoast Air Conditioning. Don't roast, call Seacoast. Bonnie?
Well, we're not finding any accidents to report for this morning. You know, it's just been like a smooth ride through this entire morning. St. Lucie County, Martin County, a good ride, and that's the way we like to see it. Of course, if you're heading out, drive safely. And there's your latest look at traffic. We're up to 75 in Stuart, and in Randers, Denmark, showers and 56. Here's our weather at WPTV.
Your WPTV First Alert forecast calls for temperatures this morning in the low to mid 70s under mostly clear skies and mainly dry conditions for the morning commute. This afternoon, highs in the upper 80s, heat index values reaching the upper 90s to triple digits. We'll see partly sunny skies throughout the day with a 60% chance for scattered showers and storms continuing through sunset. Tonight, temperatures down to the low to mid 70s, clear skies into the night. Tomorrow, highs in the upper 80s with a 50% chance for late day showers and storms.
I'm WPTV First Alert meteorologist Katya Hall on WSTU AM 1450, Martin County's Heritage Station.
Mornings are better with the Get Up and Go show with Evan and Bonnie on WSTU.
8:30 right now on the Get Up and Go show. Without further ado, it is time for us to step outside the space capsule and see who's floating around in outer space right now. Oh, wait, look. There's Randy Siegel floating by. Hi, Randy.
Good morning. I've got a quiz for you.
All right, go for it.
In 1962, we had the first show of the Jetsons on TV. Do you recall who they were?
Hold on. I'm thinking.
You mean the members, the names in their family?
Sure.
George Jetson, Jane, his wife, a boy, Elroy, daughter,
Good.
Judy.
Good.
And the dog's name was Astro.
Excellent.
Wow. I
You
nailed it.
win the test.
Wait a minute.
Go ahead.
Hold on.
I got two more for you.
Was there an aunt and uncle involved?
No, but there was Mr. Spacely,
Oh, yes.
who was his boss, and then Rosie the robot.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Rosie.
Yes.
Yeah.
You
Listen.
guys did very well today.
His boy
Thanks,
Elroy.
Randy.
A plus. She said that already.
All right.
And just think, when we were looking at Rosie the robot, you know, back in the days watching the Jetsons, then we had no idea, you know, that we could have robots in this day and age.
Yeah.
And a little round robot called the Roomba that cleans your floor even.
There you go.
We had no
they weren't
idea.
on the Judsons.
Oh, yeah.
No, they didn't have that back in the day.
But that's correct. You guys know your stuff, that's for
right.
sure. But the Jetsons debuted on this date in history in 1962.
Very nice.
And then it was 1977 when astronauts Fred Hayes and Gordon Fullerton took the first flight with a tail cone on for an approach shuttle Enterprise. Well, on the International Space Station, they're not sitting idle, that's for sure. The Nokia module is still being outfitted, only this time from inside the space capsule. Currently, on board the International Space Station, the astronauts are starting to hook up the European robot arm, which was delivered to the Nokia module and being attached. Thomas Pasqua from the European Space Agency, Dubrov, inside Nokia, configured the European Space Agency's controller hardware and software. The other two robotic arms are on the Japanese Kibo module, and the Canadarm2 is also part of the space station. Novitsky checked components in his MS-18 spacecraft, as it's going to be moving from one port to another on the space station to make room for the next Soyuz to arrive on the station. He'll be joined by Mark Vanderhee and Peter Dubrov as they take a 45-minute ride outside the space station on Thursday and move their vehicle at 8:21 a.m. from one port to another. This will enable the new spacecraft to dock on October 5th when it launches to the space station. The astronauts are also checking for mold. There's a pungent smell that is starting to permeate on the International Space Station that they believe linked to mold growing. So now what they're trying to do is isolate the area where the mold is, and they're also using a fungicide to wipe the inside of the space station. This mold doesn't present any hazard to the astronauts, but they do where it's coming from, and they want to be in a position to keep it away. Oleg Novitsky will be launching with Yelena Peroside and film director Klim Sherpenko to the International Space Station, probably around the 17th, in order to film a movie on board the station. They will spend about 3 days on the station. So right now, everything is going well. Russia is also planning to send the names of individuals to the International Space Station or on a nano satellite out in space. Russia will be setting up a website which will allow individuals to put their name on there, and then that disk will be inserted into the small satellite, so the names will be in orbit for quite some time. Can you imagine having a name of Sergei Tetyanannikov and then also being in an isolation chamber for 64 hours without sleep? Yep, that's what he will be doing as part of his test to see how astronauts handle sleep deprivation. It'll be a good test to understand how people's emotions and how they work in an isolation chamber with no communications for a period of 64 hours. I guess that's how the Russians want to go. I'm not ready for it, that's for sure. The Russian Federation plans on spending $8,642 million on space. They will start using that money in chunks in 2022. So the Russians are saying, we have the money to keep operating our vehicles in space and launch new vehicles in space, so not to worry about their ability. Rogozin also said that the fate of Sea Launch will be determined in the near future. Sea Launch originally was an American rig that allowed it to move in the ocean and then launch satellites to various orbits. By being able to move the Sea Launch floating platform, they could place satellites into difficult that you can't always get by having a stationary launch pad. The Boeing company is saying they're still having problems with their Starliner spacecraft. Between the software and between the stuck valves that they've had, they're saying they may not be able to launch their next test vehicle until next year. This will not help with their ability to have an alternative to the Dragon spacecraft to fly humans to the International Space Station. They had to remove the Starliner from its Atlas V rocket. And now they can work on it and then bring it back. A lot of individuals are wondering why, because a lot of these valves are in a different section and not the orbital vehicle itself, why they can't just demate it, put a trouble-free service module together, hook them up, and then launch. But the Boeing company says they're moving as fast as they can to get it right. NASA has completed a swing arm test for the Space Launch System. In the Vehicle Assembly Building in High Bay 3, NASA is saying that they have tested the swing arm that will go around the Artemis 1 moon mission. Currently, NASA has 3 Artemis missions that they want to fly in preparation for flying astronauts to the moon. They're in various stages, and there's a lot that has to go right for that to happen. There's a good possibility we may see SpaceX moon ahead of NASA. About Mars, you said. What's happening on Mars? Well, what's happening on Mars is the InSight lander has celebrated its 1,000th Martian day. That InSight lander has detected Mars quakes with a magnitude up to 4.2. That's quite consider that it's a vehicle landed on the red planet, still being able to give back a lot of information from the surface, including what's going on in the interior of the station, the interior of Mars. One of the most interesting things is that when you have Mars dust that accumulates on the solar panels, it prohibits the vehicle from getting the electricity it needs. However, they have been able to shake off some of that dust from one of the solar panels to keep the Mars meteor, Mars monitoring seismology this summer to continue giving them good data. It's something that was unexpected, but certainly good to know. Blue Origins is still seeking to overturn NASA's awarding of a lunar lander contract to SpaceX. They're saying that SpaceX failed to meet certain requirements that make it unawardable. SpaceX denies that and says they have dotted all their I's and crossed all of their T's. When looking at the lawsuit that was filed, it is heavily redacted. And as a result, we really can't see what, what Blue Origins is saying that SpaceX has failed to do. Something that was not expected and continues to show that Blue Origins is kind of having sour grapes because NASA awarded that lunar lander to SpaceX. Tomorrow we're going to tell you about NASA selecting Aerojet Rocketdyne to build Orion's main engines and a former astronaut celebrating the Russian contribution to the space age. So until tomorrow, have a great day, everybody.
Hey, thanks so much. That's Randy Siegel on the horn there with the Space Report. He's on program each and every weekday at this time. 8:42 right now. It's time for news once again. All brought to you this time by St. Lucie Jewelry and Coin for the best deals in town on any type of precious metals. Please always check out Hawk Levy at one of his many locations on the Treasure Coast at St. Lucie Jewelry and Coin. Bonnie has the headlines. Good morning, Bonnie.
Good morning, Evan. The Florida Heartbeat Act bill filed yesterday would block physicians from performing abortions if there is a detectable fetal heartbeat. The proposal requires doctors to test for fetal heartbeats, which can occur 6 weeks into pregnancy. The measure allows exceptions for medical emergencies that threaten women's lives, but does not include exceptions for rape or incest. Bill sponsor GOP Representative Webster Barnaby did not offer comment, but Democratic Representative Evan Jen quickly condemned the bill.
None of us are shocked, surprised, anything like that. We knew it would be here. And look, we have every intention of putting up a severe, very strong fight when that bill comes to the floor.
We do have some breaking news, too, this morning where a young girl was injured early this morning after police say she was struck by a driver that didn't stop as she was trying to get to a school bus, a Fort Pierce police spokesperson said. The incident happened about 6:35 a.m. in the area of Oleander Avenue and Skylark Drive, said Curtis Jennings, police spokesperson. The location is west of US 1 and north of Bell Avenue. The school bus was picking up children for Allapattah Flats K through 8 school, Jennings said. Jennings said the driver that struck the girl was northbound and didn't stop for the school bus, which was stopped, and had the stop mast arms out and its lights flashing. After 4 straight days of daily cases below 10,000, the CDC is reporting just over 10,000 new COVID-19 cases across Florida. However, the Florida Hospital Association reported just over 8,100 patients hospitalized with the virus on Tuesday. That's less than half of the number of patients reported during the summer months. The Florida Department of Health is issuing an emergency rule that allows parents to decide if their children should quarantine after being exposed to COVID-19.
Quarantining healthy students is incredibly damaging for their educational advancement. It's also incredibly disruptive for families all throughout the state of Florida. We are going to be following a symptoms-based approach.
Governor Ron DeSantis in Kissimmee, the rule also allows parents and legal guardians sole discretion to opt out students from mask requirements. The search for the fiancé of Gabby Petito continues in the Carlton Reserve in Sarasota County today. Brian Laundrie has been missing for a little more than a week now, as Petito's body was identified as the remains found in Wyoming over the weekend. State water managers on Tuesday finalized their budget, tax rate, and how your taxpayer dollars will be spent on water and flood control projects in the coming year. The South Florida Water Management District will spend over $1.15 billion in 2021-22, most of it to improve water quality, reducing harmful Lake Okeechobee releases to the St. Lucie River, and send more water south to the thirsty Everglades. The board approved the budget for the fiscal year beginning October 1st with a new property tax rate of $25.72 for every $100,000 of taxable value. That's a lower property tax rate than last year by just over $1 when the rate was $26.75 for every $100,000 of taxable value, according to SFWMB records. And lastly, Mayim Bialik is making it known, yes, I want to host Jeopardy full time. The Big Bang Theory star was originally enlisted in August to host the Just the Show's primetime specials and tournaments. But Sony announced last week that Bialik and former Jeopardy champion Ken Jennings will fill in as hosts of the beloved game show for the remainder of the year. There's no other job I would rather have, Bialik, age 45, said in a new interview published Tuesday in Glamour. I love my sitcom work. I do. I love all the other things I do. I love the podcast, but I absolutely have never had a better job. The Tampa Bay Rays will return to the postseason.
The Rays are heading to the playoffs for the third consecutive season.
Swinging a grounder towards short. Walls has it. Throws across. Rays win! Rays win! Rays win! And they have earned the right to defend their American League championship.
That's how it sounded on Rays Radio. Tampa Bay now has their sights set on the American League East Championship. They hope to clinch it at home this weekend when they host the Marlins for a 3-game series, which begins on Friday night. I'm Jason Barringer.
And we just want to mention we have high school football action back on the air on both our stations tomorrow night, too, when Jensen Beach will take on St. Lucie West Centennial. Tune in for the pregame show right around 6:45 p.m. Hear those games on WPSL and right here on WSTU. Our news time is 8:48, and we'll have weather and traffic together next.
$8:49 right now on the Get Up and Go show with Evan and Bonnie. It's time for traffic and weather together, all brought to you this time by Martin Funeral Home, Port St. Lucie and Stewart. Bonnie?
Well, we're just kind of like bringing up our latest highway and traffic report. It's been looking like a good, nice, clear morning here. We're just seeing if the ride is still quite well. And it is. We're not finding any accidents to report. Yeah, still just a nice ride on our roadways for Martin and St. Lucie County. Drive safely. Your latest look at traffic. It's 75 here in Stewart, at 73 in Port St. Lucie. Here's our weather at WPTV.
Your WPTV First Alert forecast calls for temperatures this morning in the low to mid 70s under mostly clear skies and mainly dry conditions for the morning commute. This afternoon, highs in the upper 80s, heat index values reaching the upper 90s to triple digits. We'll see partly sunny skies throughout the day with a 60% chance for scattered showers and storms continuing through sunset. Tonight, temperatures down to the low to mid 70s, clear skies into the night. Tomorrow, highs in the upper 80s with a 50% chance for late day showers and storms.
I'm WPTV First Alert meteorologist Katya Hall on WSTU AM 1450, Martin County's Heritage Station.
You're listening to the Get Up and Go Show with Evan and Bonnie on Martin County's Heritage Station, AM 1450 WSTU. Now let's get back to the program with Evan and Bonnie.
It seemed like all would be well, but then we heard about Delta. Now we're going crazy. Kids are now back in school. We thought that it would be cool, but now it seems they made rules to close them any day. Cases were declining. Asked was inside dining, cinema, the chairs reclining. Should we still be going, baby? So many questions that we had lately. The only answer, I don't know, maybe.
Another parody by the Holderness Family. That's Carly Rae Jepsen did that originally, Bonnie. You remember that one from years ago?
Oh, yeah, that wasn't that Maybe or something?
Call Me Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a
Nice.
Coast song from back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
You guys used to play that. I remember that. That was a pretty popular tune back in the day.
Sure was.
When it was popular.
Yeah.
When it was popular. Bonnie, I came across something that I found pretty interesting. I wanted to have a conversation with you about. Let me bring it up here in my notes. It's the 10 most amusing signs that have been seen all around the world. 10 most amusing signs that people have seen all around the world in research and things like that. So coming in at number 10, a sign on a hearing aid shop.
Okay.
That says, trust us, over 5,000 years of experience.
Oh, I like it, though.
Right?
I love it.
Over 5,000 years of experience.
That's really impressive.
That's a
whoever
catchy
thought
phrase.
Of that. Yeah.
Coming in at number 9. This is a sign on a closed store. All right. Sign on a closed store says, this store is guarded by a very mean dog 3 nights a week. You guess which nights they are.
Which night?
Yeah.
Just take a chance.
You guess which nights they are. Okay.
I wouldn't want to be guessing that one.
Okay. Here's an ad that was put in the paper as a sign. Boyfriend wanted. No experience necessary. Will train. All right. Coming in at number 7, this is a sign on a parking space at a garden nursery. Now, Linda Salisbury would like this one.
Oh, a garden nursery.
Yes.
Okay.
Reserved for plant manager. Right? Reserved for the plant manager.
Yep.
Okay.
That would be Linda.
Yeah. Here's coming in at number 6. This is a sign in a dentist office. Patient parking only. All others will be painfully extracted. It's a good one.
That's clever.
Okay. Number 6 is a bumper sticker that was seen. It says, pharmacists are indispensable. Pharmacists are indispensable.
Yep.
Coming in at number 5, this is a saying on a t-shirt that was seen. My daughter and my money both go to college. That's a good one.
Yep. The money's going right along with the
Yeah,
daughter.
that's a good
Gotta
one.
take care of her.
Coming in at number 3, this is a sign in a 1-hour eyeglass store. 2020 in 60 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay, 2020 in 60 minutes.
That's good.
Here's a sign at the Pavlov Institute. I don't know what the Pavlov Institute is, but it just says, knock, please don't ring. Now, I'm not sure what the Pavlov Institute is, so I can't laugh or comment on that one.
Somebody out there maybe knows what it is and might get it.
Yeah, somebody might get it. And lastly, this is a sign that was found on an airport runway. It said, quote, all baggage carts must yield to oncoming planes.
Oh, yep.
Yes, all baggage carts must yield to oncoming planes. Very interesting stuff. Top 5 signs. Your first date is not going well. On your first date, if it's not going well, here's the top 5 signs. Number 5, she just pulled the lever on a firearm. She just pulled the lever on a firearm. Coming in at number 4, she went to the restroom, but it was 4 hours ago and she still hasn't come back.
Hasn't even come out of the restroom.
No. Coming in at number 3, she just claimed she doesn't have a phone number or email address and is moving to Zimbabwe. Coming in
far away.
Yeah, coming in at number. Oh, geez, I just lost it. Coming in at number 2, the old faking a seizure trick.
Oh, wow.
Okay, and coming in at number 1, the number 1 sign that your first date is not going well when the waiter comes over, she orders arsenic.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Take it away from her.
Yeah, take it away from her. There you go.
And she's just not that into you.
She's just not that into you. Well, Thursday is just about done for us, and I just can't believe how fast the week has gone by.
Yeah,
literally.
I'm thinking about Ray and G seriously, and I hope it's not going too quickly for them.
Listen, G is probably basking in the sun somewhere up in Philly, and Ray, he's probably over at Blind Creek Beach right about now
They
doing
still
something.
got sunshine this time of year up in Philly.
Oh, yeah. Are
The
you
sun's
kidding? Yeah, the weather's
beating
pretty
down
nice
and-
up
and
there.
real good.
Yeah, I'm going to have to find out if Ray's at Blind Creek Beach or not.
I don't know.
Maybe he's doing a delivery there. Who knows?
delivering some food
Yeah,
to people
delivering
on the
food to
beach.
people on the beach.
To
Who
new
knows?
people on the beach.
Yeah, hey, you know what? You could call and order food and have it delivered there. Why not?
Hey, you could.
Right? They go anywhere.
Yep.
Anyway, folks, if you have good values on the inside, you won't look for validation on the outside.
Yep. Enjoy today, and don't forget to make your pick with Carolina and the Texans tonight.
That's right. Remember Lenny's Pick'em League, okay? Do your picks and get your picks in there, folks. Make it a great day. God bless each and every one of you. And we'll see you right back here in about 21 hours on WSTU Stewart, Martin County's Heritage Station, and WSTU. WSTU and WPSL Port St. Lucie, the talk of the Treasure Coast, folks. Make it a great day, and we'll see you back here tomorrow morning. Bye-bye.